is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Bay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhill Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos, a 3, got it.
Says that bring you every high school and Husker broadcast.
Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, Arrow Seed, Team Physical Therapy, Meade Lumber, Custer Federal State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Trotter Service, Shelter Insurance, Agland ATV, Duda Plumbing, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Geared for Sports, Broken Bow Dental, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, Gateway Motors, High Street Insurance and Financial Services, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Justin Thompson Agency, Palmer Monument, Central Nebraska Diesel. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska Sports Swords.
Good evening and welcome to Arnold High School, site of tonight's girls and boys basketball doubleheader between South Loup and Mullen. My name is Jeremy Scheib. I'll be joined later in the broadcast by Larry Kottner. We're here to bring you a video and radio production from Arnold High School featuring the Bobcats and the Broncos. Joining us for this broadcast, a new sponsor, Rise Rehab and Performance. They'll be on each and every high school and Husker sports broadcast from here on out. Thank you as well to A1 Auto Repair, St. Hills PT, Hampton Well Drilling, Quick Stop in Mullen, Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement, Outpost Feed Supply, Rain Dance Repair, Dayspring Bank, Mills Hardware and Feed, Arnold Insurance Agency, Govier Brothers Mortuary with the Arnold and Mullen Funeral Homes, Consolidated, Mullen Auto and Diesel, Agribest Feeds, South Loup Community Pharmacy, Sand Hills Golf Club, the Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, and Rocks Underground. We'll hear from some of those sponsors when we come back. We'll thank the video sponsors that those of you taking in this broadcast on YouTube and Facebook will see throughout the evening on your screen.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student-athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season and is very proud of the young men and women that live in Central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
The Callaway District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, are proud of the South Loup Bobcats. New patients are always welcome. They understand that healthcare is evolving and are committed to providing local access to high-quality care by continuing to invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology. Their specialty is primary care. Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics cheering on the South Loup Bobcats.
Sandhills Golf Club is proud to help bring coverage of the Mullen Broncos to your radios. They are very proud of the team and what they work to accomplish in competition and in the classroom. Sandhills Golf Club is home to a one-of-a-kind golf experience in North America, with beautiful sandhills and a challenging yet enjoyable course. Wishing the Mullen Broncos the best of luck in sponsoring this broadcast, Sandhills Golf Club.
The staff at South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all the area athletes and are pleased to be a part of the South Loup Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members. Stop in and talk to them today. South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway, knowing you by name, not just a refill number.
Agribest Feeds of Callaway is your source for all things ranching. They have what you need as calving comes around, including ear tags, vet supplies, windscreens, goat lights, milk replacer, Royal Heat calf warmers, and more. They also carry Powder River and Charter livestock equipment, and their Sweet Pro lick tubs, Fresh Start, and Redmond Salt provide your animals with the outstanding nutrition they need. Check out their new Room and Edge livestock tubs behind the Community Center in Callaway or at 836-2298. Agribest Feeds of Callaway.
Mullen Auto and Diesel may be at 504 2nd Street in Mullen, but people come from all around with their concerns about their vehicles. From tractor overhauls and general repair, all the way to diesel performance and tuning, they can do it all at Mullen Auto and Diesel. When your car runs like number 2, they are number 1. Call Josh at 546-0569 with your questions or to schedule the service you need. Mullen Auto and Diesel, proud to help sponsor this sports broadcast.
Welcome back to Arnold. South Loup and Mullen getting ready to go. We've got 2 games ahead of us tonight. Girls game is first, and then the boys game will follow. Here in this girls contest, South Loup comes in with a record of 0-14. Mullen with a record of 13-4, coming off of a very successful MNAC tournament. Thank you to the video sponsors making it possible for us to broadcast with extra equipment and personnel here tonight. Brought to you by the Callaway Market, BD Grocery Cart, Nebraska State Bank, Agland ATV, Palmer Monument, Insurance of the Heartland, H&R Block, Colligan, 450 Ag, Mead Lumber of Broken Bow, the Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, the Garden Center in Broken Bow, Downey Drilling, and the Market and Mill of Anselmo. South Loup girls are coming off of a loss against Brady, a 15-5 team. They lost that one by 31 points back on the 27th of January. So coming off of quite the break are the South Loup Bobcats. Mullen, meanwhile, had some great success in the MNAC tournament. Did not lose a game in that tournament, getting wins against Anselmo Myrna by 16 and then by 9 against Brady in the MNAC championship. Brady, a 15-5 team on the season. They then took care of business against a 2-15 Wallace team, 64-17 just yesterday. 13-4 are the Mullen Broncos. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll talk about the players on the floor for the Bobcats and the Broncos tonight on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated Superfast Broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
This sports broadcast is being brought to you in part by Govey Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home. For over 60 years, Govey Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home have served Central Nebraska. Through the entirety of their years, putting families first has always been their motto. Enjoy this high school sports broadcast brought to you by Govey Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home. Reach them at 1-800-354-6340 or visit GoveyBrothers.com.
Supplying their customers with quality companies and service that will allow them the comfort of knowing that Arnold Insurance Agency cares about their financial well-being. That's the mission of Arnold Insurance Agency. They're proud to help fellow Nebraskans prepare for the unexpected. With locations in Arnold, Brady, Cozad, Grant, Mullen, and North Platte, go see their family to take care of yours. Visit them online at arnoldins.com or stop by. Arnold Insurance Agency, proud to help bring you this sports coverage featuring our amazing area student athletes.
Your local Milwaukee tool connection is Mills Hardware in Arnold. To put it simply, Milwaukee leads the industry in durability and performance, and there's plenty of it to see at Mills Hardware. The display is 350 feet long and 5 aisles. Simply put, the selection and knowledge you'll get when you choose Mills Hardware is going to be top-notch. Mills Hardware in Arnold, proud to be the area's premier Milwaukee connection.
Your friends and neighbors at Dayspring Bank, formerly First State Bank of Mullen, are proud to support the Mullen Broncos on the road for those of you who can't be at the game. Whether your family is growing, you're starting a business, or you've been farming or ranching for generations, Dayspring's bankers get to know you personally and create custom solutions to help you reach your goals. Dayspring Bank, for whatever the day brings. Member FDIC.
Rich Runlet with Rain Dance Repair, proud to be your local connection for beehive, pivot monitoring, and control systems, as well as soup cup bins. Whether you're needing to get your augers up to date and bins repaired or need a new system, Rain Dance Repair can help. If you haven't heard about Beehive Smart Connected Technology, give Rich a call. He'll get you set up for monitoring and control of your pivots without subscription fees, while also saving time and money. Call Rich at Rain Dance Repair at 870-4455, your local Soup Cup and Beehive Ag Connection.
Welcome back to Arnold. Girls game is right around the corner, about 10 minutes away here on KBBN and Sand Hills Express. So glad to have you folks along. If you happen to be watching on our Facebook page, do always try to let you know that our YouTube channel is a much better viewing experience. Just different features that YouTube has that make it a better experience for you. And of course, on YouTube, you're able to pull it up on your large screen in your living room if you would like. I don't think Facebook has that capability. So just an option to explore. Of course, in both of those locations, we would appreciate you following our Facebook page and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Like I mentioned, South Loup 0-14 on the season. We saw them back on January 22nd, where they had a really good opportunity to get one in the win column against Ansley Litchfield on the road. That really was a very, very fun game to call. It went to overtime, and I was just so happy to see all of the folks in Bobcat Blue get behind this team and try to will them to a win. They came up 1 point short against Ansley Litchfield, but I think that win that loss told us what a lot of different things throughout the season have told us about this South Loup squad, and that's that no matter what the score is up on the scoreboard, they're going to continue to battle all the way to the very end. And you look at several different scores throughout the season, and I think that's indicated in those scores, scores that they kept pretty close despite having the odds stacked against them. Very commendable work for them throughout the season. Emma Stahlbaumer is their leading scorer in points per game. Cameron Kramer right behind her, as well as Ray Hagler. Kind of mix it up a little bit as far as rebounds a game. Emma pulls down 7 a game to lead the Bobcats. Cameron Kramer with 5 and Gracie Brennan with 4. South Loup, they can get their scoring or their rebounding one of several different ways, and I think that's one thing that South Loup is very proud of, is that they can work the ball around and just kind of play team basketball out there rather than having to focus in on getting one player involved. Meanwhile, the other side, Mullen coming on the road here to Arnold here today with a 13-4 record. Their last loss was back on January 10th, so they're approaching the 1 month mark since having a loss. That was against a very good Arapahoe team, a D1 squad that's 16-4 on the season. They lost that one 49-69. Before that, they dropped a close one that we were at out in Mullen against Anselmo Myrna, 38-39. They would avenge that loss by a 16-point victory in the opening round, in the semifinal of the MNAC tournament, as Mullen got a first round bye. They got that win by 16 points. So Mullen is on a roll, and the Donahoe girls are a big reason for that. Haley Donahoe averaging 13 points and 8 rebounds per game. Jenna, 9.5 points per game and 6 rebounds per game. But I think you can say a lot of the same things about Mullen and them being able to get their scoring from one of several different players as you can when it comes to South Loup. Riley Hegland almost scores 10 a game. Bryn McCauley offers you up a little bit more length out there. She scores 5 a game, as does Callie Licking. Rebounds a game, they've got 5 players who average 3.5 rebounds or more per game. So that's certainly something that Mullen can be proud of. A very fundamentally sound squad here for Mullen. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll pass along the starting lineups for you here on KBBN and St. Hills Express Video. And that means right around the corner is the tip-off. It's a doubleheader of girls and boys basketball. South Loup hosting Mullen here in Arnold on the Thunderbird.
Cheer on the Mullen Broncos with the Outpost Feed Store in downtown Mullen. They have everything you need for your ranch and more. From Hubbard Feeds and Minerals, Vine Licks tubs and range cubes to custom grain mixes and animal health products, they have you covered. Need haying or fencing supplies? They have net wrap, baling twine, hedge, creosote, and metal posts, plus wire and work gloves. Plus dog and cat food, bird seed, and even lumberjack grilling pellets. Stop by or call 308-546-2257. Outpost Feed Store, supporting the Mullen Broncos and thanking all their customers for their continued support.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement. TJ welcomes your calls at 308-730-3056. He's ready to hit the road in Custer County and the surrounding area to bring quality workmanship to your commercial or residential project. Cheer loud for our local student athletes. They are the world's future difference makers. Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement hopes you enjoy the broadcast and encourages your continued support of the area teams.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Quick Stop. With 27 locations open 24/7, you know when you see a Quick Stop, you can refuel your vehicle and yourself anytime. They serve fresh-made, crispy, crunchy chicken and Piccadilly pizza. If it's a cool treat you're after, try for real shakes and smoothies or gourmet Frazzle slushes. Going to visit Quick Stop regularly? Pick up a rewards card and start saving today. Quick Stop, 27 locations to serve you, including right on the highway in Mullen. Happy to bring you this sports radio action.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Travis and Jessica with Hampton Well Drilling. When they're not cheering on the Mullen Broncos, you'll find them helping their customers get the water flowing. Whether that's a house well, a solar well, pipeline, or workout among your cattle, Hampton Well Drilling is ready to get to work for you. Give them a ring at 308-546-7278. Hampton Well Drilling, happy to bring this broadcast featuring the Mullen Broncos to the airwaves.
Need top-notch physical therapy? St. Hills Physical Therapy is there for you. With physical therapist Nikki Gracie and assistant Meg Seeley on board, your care has never been better. Open Monday and Wednesday 8 to 3:30, Tuesday 1 to 5, and Friday 8 until 2, or by appointment. It's easy to fit PT into your week. St. Hills PT is proud to support the Mullen Broncos and bring this broadcast to you. Visit sthillspt.com or call today to schedule an appointment. That's St. Hills Physical Therapy. Your health, your team.
A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is proud to support our local student athletes and help bring you the action when you can't be there in person. When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 are probably kind of like mechanical wizards, just with wrenches instead of magic wands. Trust them. You'd much rather they have a wrench than a magic wand. They'll have your car running smoothly and get you back on the road in no time. Stop by 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. Call 308-848-2542 or click A1AutoRepairInc.com.
This sports broadcast and your starting lineups are brought to you by your friends at Four County Heating and Air. Owners Brian and Austin serve the area with more than 20 years of combined experience in the industry. Call for a free estimate and timely service. Four County Heating and Air in Broken Bow, 308-872-2258. Here's a look at your starting lineups brought to you by Four County Heating and Air. We'll start with the 13-4 Mullen Lady Broncos on the road here in Arnold. Callie Licking is a junior in the starting lineup. Bryn McCauley, a sophomore. Riley Hegland, a junior. Haley Donahoe, a senior. And Jenna Donahoe, a sophomore. Kay Dent is the head coach of the Broncos, assisted by Callie Edis, Trisha Vest, and Stephen Dent. Now the starting lineup for the South Loup Bobcats goes this way. Cameron Kramer is a junior. Ray Hagler is a sophomore, Jade Bierman a junior, Asa Starr is a junior, and Emma Stahlbaumer is a sophomore. Allie Goodnow is the head coach of the South Loup Bobcats. She is assisted by Kaylin Dockweiler. That's a look at your starting lineups presented to you by 4 County Heating and Air. We'll take a break. When we return to Arnold, we'll get you set up just a smidge more ahead of the tip-off between the Bobcats and the Broncos, a girls and boys basketball doubleheader right here on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
Mead Lumber of Broken Bow is your trusted partner for all your building and home improvement needs. Just like a championship team needs a strong foundation, your home and projects need quality materials and expert advice. From repairs to renovations, Mead Lumber is proud to support our local athletes and community. Whether you're building a new project or fixing your home, Mead Lumber helps keep Custer County strong. Happy to support this broadcast, Mead Lumber in Broken Bow.
Life's better when you're under our roof because we can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 872-5252 today.
American Family Insurance.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Team Physical Therapy, they know staying in the game is your top priority. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, and Gothenburg, they're proud to support local athletes with expert care and personalized rehab. Reach them at 872-5111. Whether you're recovering from an injury or working to improve your performance, their team is dedicated to helping you get back stronger and faster. Reach out to Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or visit myteampt.com. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by Team Physical Therapy.
It's easy to forget things. You know, where you put your keys, what you were about to say, the name of someone you've known forever, why you walked into a certain room. So we won't give you a too hard of a time for forgetting that Geared for Sports has Twisted X footwear. Now is the perfect time to remember because they're 25% off. Plus, with a purchase, you're entered in a drawing for a free pair. Shop styles for children, men, and women. Plus, your purchase gets you entered in the Chamber's Grand Prize Love Local drawing. Geared for Sports, on the square in Broken Bow.
Thinking about a remodel or planning a new build this year? Now's the time to get your projects on the schedule with Duda Plumbing. Scott and Colton handle full remodel plumbing, new construction installs, and professional sewer video inspections to spot issues before they become surprises. They serve Broken Bow and surrounding communities with dependable, detail-driven service, plus septic plumbing when needed. Don't wait until everyone's booked. Call Duda Plumbing today, where they do the plumbing.
A new year means new plans and a fresh start for your savings. At Custer Federal State Bank, we believe hard work deserves a safe place to grow. Whether you're saving for the farm, the family, or the future, our savings accounts are built for folks who value trust, service, and hometown banking. Start the year off right with neighbors who know you by name. Stop by Custer Federal State Bank today or visit us online. Custer Federal State Bank, your hometown bank, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wait, stop. This is not a drill. Gateway Motors just triggered a vehicle alert you need to hear. Select Chevrolet Equinoxes, Trax, Trailblazers, Nissan Altimas, Jeep Compass, and Toyota Camrys are all part of one exclusive promotion. Just $299 down, $299 a month with approved credit, and every one of them is tagged with the Gateway Motors Lifetime Powertrain Limited Warranty. There are only 10 vehicles available. When they're gone, they're gone. Look for the vehicles with the green dot on the windshield. That's how you know they're part of the deal. Get to Gateway Motors in Broken Bow. This is only while supplies last.
The Grocery Cart is happy to sponsor this sports broadcast. Inside GK Wine and Spirits, the key word for us is variety. We have a large selection of Nebraska-made beers and a bunch of seltzer choices too. There's a wine that will pair well with any meal. Our shelves are full with everything from sweet to dry. Did I mention awesome prices? For your good time or to wind down your day, shop GK Wine and Spirits inside the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Trotter Service on Highway 2 in Broken Bow is your trusted local source for all your auto repair and maintenance needs. From oil changes and tire sales to complete vehicle repairs, their skilled team offers honest, reliable service to keep your car running smoothly and safely. Whether it's routine maintenance or an unexpected repair, Trotter Service is dedicated to getting you back on the road quickly and with confidence. Trotter Service, your hometown automotive repair and tire store.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
Welcome back to Arnold. We have introduced the starters to you. They are accomplishing the same thing on the floor as we get ready for this girls matchup of our doubleheader. Those of you watching the video stream are going to see Mullen going from right to left, wearing the road blacks with gold numerals and white trim. South Loup will be going left to right with the home whites with the blue numerals and trim. We'll be looking at it the opposite way, so we'll try to use throughout the evening our left and right descriptors as much as possible rather than that near side, far side descriptor. I've got 8 minutes up on the clock, and here shortly we'll tip things off and see how things go between the Bobcats and the Broncos. And Larry Cotner is here, and he will have the call for you on KBBN Radio and St. Hills Express Video.
All right, thank you very much, Jeremy. It will be, South Loup, Emma Stahlbaumer in the center circle to jump it up against Jenna Donahoe for Mullen. And the officials are ready to go, and the tap is controlled by Mullen, who tried to save it in. That was Brendan McCulley. Could not do so South Loup will start with the basketball. Stahlbaumer to toss it in, facing half-court pressure here with the basketball. That's Ray Hagler. Hagler, feed ahead. Backdoor pass intended for Asa Starr from Jay Bierman off the mark, and it's a turnover against South Loup. And yes, you may notice my voice is not the best tonight. It's about 75%, which is probably 25% better than last night. Feed ahead for Haley Donahoe, a little too tall for her. And so far, 3 possessions, 3 turnovers.
Yeah, not the best start, and I don't even know if you could call that opening possession a possession for Mullen. I've only got each team marked down for 1, but South Loup has got to take advantage of every turnover they can muster against Mullen here tonight.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that Coach Allie Goodnow had talked about, was making sure that they handled the ball very well. Nice backdoor play on the inbounds to Ray Hagler, who gives South Loup the early lead, 2-0. We played 36 seconds into the forecourt. Licking has it. Working against Hagler. She'll move it up top for McCulley. Over to Eglin for a 3, and she'll knock it down.
We saw her hit several of those throughout the MNAC tournament, and the MNAC champs going to look to her to score more of those throughout the remainder of the regular season for sure.
Hagler trying to dribble it against Donahoe. Lost it, and it went out of bounds off of Hagler, and the basketball will belong to Mullen. Hagelin, skip pass over to the right side for Licking. Down low, Donahoe with the rebound. Lost it, but it was retrieved by McCulley. Into the paint, put up by Jenna Donahoe, no good. And the rebound on the weak side cleared out of there by Cameron Kramer. She's got nowhere to go. Finally gets it off to Starr. Starr double teamed in the backcourt, and a quick timeout taken by Allie Goodnow. 6:40 to go here in this first quarter. It's time for a Broken Bow Dairy Queen timeout. Mullen leading 3-2.
Are prairie dogs wreaking havoc in your pastures? Then get rid of them with Rosol from Arrow Seed. Rosol is a restricted use pesticide approved for use on prairie dogs by licensed pesticide applicators between October 1st and March 15th. Rosol is an easy-to-use bait that provides excellent acceptance, has superior weatherability, and proven reliability. To learn more about Rosol, call or stop by Arrow Seed in Broken Bow today.
And we come back here to Arnold High School Gymnasium. By the way, before the game, what a performance of the national anthem by Arnold freshman Lindsey Christensen. She really nailed it. South Loup breaks the pressure. They've got numbers, putting it up, couldn't get it to go with Cameron Kramer, and the rebound taken out of there by Jenna Donahoe. She'll run it into the forecourt. Up top for Hagelin. They'll work it around the perimeter. McCulley along the baseline down to Haley Donahoe. Put it up, but no good, but she'll draw the foul and shoot two.
She puts so much pressure on defenses just by getting good position. Post players at any level could learn something about positioning before you even touch the basketball. Coaches always talk about movement without the basketball. Just as important is your positioning when you are readying yourself to receive the basketball.
Misses the first free throw. Haley Donahoe, the only senior starter on either of these teams here tonight, makes the second, makes it a 4-2 lead for the Lady Broncos.
That was the first foul, by the way, on Ray Hagler, and the first team foul against the Bobcats.
In the backcourt, Starr controls, and she lost control of the ball. Goes out of bounds. Oh, there's going to be a foul.
Yeah, they call this one on Bryn McCauley.
So we'll stay with South Loup near the scoreboard. Thrown in by Stahlbomber. Gets it into Starr. Starr up top, lost the basketball. And a scrum on the floor and a tie-up situation. And the basketball will stay with the Lady Bobcats. 6:02 to go, opening quarter. 4-2, Mullen with the lead. Starr trying to get it in, bouncing it into traffic for Stahlbomber, but then she steals it back after the ball had been taken away by by Jenna Donahoe. And tie-up situation will go the other direction. Mullen will have it on the alternating possession. McCulley to throw it in. Gets it into Licking. 2-2-1 pressure, and it's going to force a turnover. Driving, putting it up, couldn't get it to go. But Jade Bierman with the steal tried to lay it home, but she does draw the foul in the two-shot opportunity.
First foul on Callie Licking, second team foul of the quarter, so.
Bierman, 5'6" junior, puts it up and no good.
And South Loup has got it. I mean, we talk about scoring opportunities when you're out on the floor, but even bigger than that is when you get to the free throw line. That clock is stopped. You're getting air in your lungs. Those are big opportunities to try to hang around in this one as well, but 0 for 2 this trip.
Taking it out of there was Bryn McCulley defensively from Mullen. They head to Hagelin. Double team, dribbles through it, bounce down low to Donahoe. Haley trying to put it up with the left hand, couldn't get it to go, and it's rebounded out of there by Stahlbomber. Jenna Donahoe sitting down as Chloe Newman is checked in now for Mullen, and Licking trying to get the ball back. Going for the steal, going to be called for the foul against Mullen.
And that's already her second. So that's a starter with 2 fouls with not even 3 minutes gone in this game.
Inbounds will go into the backcourt. Feed ahead, that was Gracie Brennan. They get it down low to Cameron Kramer, who gets the bucket. Bierman almost got another steal off the inbounds. 4-4, and South Loup's come to play against Mullen, a top 10 ranked team in D2. McCulley along the baseline, 10-footer won't go. Rebound Newman, out to Hagelin, off on the 3 this time. Run down by Licking and saved in to McCulley, and she stepped out of bounds. And that was created by the defense of Asa Starr and Emma Stahlbomber.
Well, the Bobcats defense is carrying the load here early on. They're getting stops. They're not getting scores on the other end every single time, but because their defense and their press is working so well, it's just all kind of flowing together.
Pass went through the hands of Stahlbomber, but ahead to Kramer. Her shot off the mark. McCulley gets the board. Runs it into the forecourt, into the corner left side for Hagelin. Up top from McCulley. They'll work it right side. That's Donahoe. Skip pass back over to Hagelin for a three off the mark. They crash the boards, and Stallbomber comes away with it. And swinging elbows. Donahoe takes one, but there might have been a foul before that.
Yeah, she's feeling the effects of that one. Trying to hold back those tears. It's tough to take an elbow like that in the chest. I looked down for a moment, but I've seen Emma do this before. She does exactly what you're supposed to do. Keep the ball moving to make it harder for an opponent to get their hands in there and tie up the ball. So you hear coaches talk about it all the time. Be strong with the basketball. Emma did just that, and Donahoe caught an elbow because of it.
Well, and it was a foul on Donahoe before the play, and now Mullen turns it over. Or no, excuse me, South Loup the other way is going to turn it over with a 10-second call.
And that's the ultimate goal as a defense that plays full court pressure, get that 10-second call. A lot of teams across the country keep tally of how many 10-second calls they can get with their press, and that was one there.
Worked up top for Licking to the free throw line, off the mark, no good. Rebound, though, put up by Donahoe, no good, and then stripped away. Getting a piece of that was Erin Fitzgerald. Then she saves it in off one of the Mullen players, and it'll belong to the Lady Bobcats. Inbounds for Stallbomber, tipped away by Donahoe, but saved in, and Brennan will come away with it. Gracie gets it to Ray Hagler. Off to Kramer, back to Hagler, toes up a three, no good. Rebound cleared out by McCulley. And a foul going to go on South Loup on the rebound.
And that foul is going to go on Erin Fitzgerald, her first. So 2 team fouls for South Loup, 4 for Mullen here in this opening quarter so far.
Mullen with the basketball in the backcourt. Licking, McCulley ahead to Newman. Back at the Licking on the wing. Up top, McCulley for a three off the iron, no good. Actually hit twice. Tipped around and last touch by Hagler. They'll stay with Mullen. 3:20 to go, opening quarter, 4-4 the score. Mullen and South Loup. Down low, Donahoe puts it up, no good, but she'll draw the foul. That'll be the third team foul now on South Loup. Picking up that personal was Cameron Kramer.
Just her first. South Loup can be really proud of how they've played so far in this game, but Haley Donahoe, she plays all 4 quarters extremely hard, and there's several teams that have been on Mullen's schedule so far this year that can tell you that. So you just got to keep staying between her and the basket and playing as good and strong a defense as possible because she commands that kind of attention.
Made the first, got the good roll on the second, and it's a 6-4 lead for the Lady Broncos. Backcourt, full court pressure being applied. Dribbling through it, though, nicely done all the way is Brennan, and she'll get the bunker from 10 feet away on the right side. Quickly, they beat the press down close, and it's Haley Donahoe who's going to lay it in with the left hand. 8-6, Mullen with the lead. Backcourt, Jade Bierman behind the back dribble. Into the forecourt. Shot into the forecourt from 12, no good. Put up that time by Erin Fitzgerald. Mullen the other direction, Jenna Donahoe back in. Over to Haley, back to Jenna. Jenna to the left elbow, shot good. 15-footer, and Mullen now has a 4-point advantage at 10-6.
And they show how quickly they can string together scores. South Loup got several stops to start this quarter, but Mullen kind of putting some things together now.
And a 10-second call again. That's twice now Mullen has come up with a 10-second call against South Loup with that good defense.
Yeah, I've got the Bobcats down for 5 turnovers. 2 of those 5 are those 10-second calls. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you'll go 2 or 3, maybe even 4 or 5 games without ever seeing a 10-second call. Shot put up from 10. It would not fall for Jenna Donahoe. Rebounded out of there by Stahlbaumer. Outlet. 2-on-2, but throwing it away was Asa Starr. A little too far ahead of Cameron Kramer.
Well, and you like what South Loop's trying to do, scoring in transition before Mullen could get into their very tough half-court defense. But you suffer a little bit by a couple of turnovers trying to move faster than maybe you're accustomed to time.
Shot actually was pass inside, tipped away, taken away by Bierman. And now Brennan into the forecourt working against Chloe Newman, who reaches in and ties her up. I think Chloe Newman's one of the more improved players we've seen in the MNAC this year over the start of the season to the end of the season. Inbounds will go to Bierman. Bierman over on the right side. Looking down low, nowhere to go. And
double dribble.
That double dribble going to be called on South Loup. 10-6 the score. Donahoe going around the defense of Brennan. Over to the other side to Newman. Puts it up from 5. Couldn't get it to go, but she will draw the foul.
They're going to call that on Starr, her first. So we've got 4 different Bobcats with 1 foul each. 4 different fouls for Mullen, but 2 of those belong to Callie Licking.
Newman does not make the first. Licking back in. Bren McCulley will sit down. In for South Loup is Nilcha Rife, 5'7" senior. Second one by Newman, that will not go. And the rebound cleared out of there by Rife, but her pass batted back to her. Keeps control of it, gets it to Bierman. Lead ahead to Tyra Brestol. Stolen away by Newman, off to Licking. Gives it off to Donahoe. Her shot no good. Newman's follow will go. Chloe Newman there with the follow, and Mullen has their biggest lead of the game of 12-6. In the backcourt, Brennan. Feed ahead to Bierman. Pass saved, no, not quite, by Brestol.
Well, if you're South Loup, you just got to realize you're only down 6 and we're almost at the end of the first quarter. Really, it's only been the last 2 minutes or so that has not gone your way. So just got to weather the storm here, get into the second quarter, get some air in those lungs at the quarter break, and then try to make some more plays in the second.
Mullen couldn't come up with the basketball. Donahoe couldn't get it controlled, and it's taken away by Bierman, and then her pass is knocked out of bounds, so it'll stay with South Loup.
A score would do a lot here for South Loup heading into the second quarter. Only a couple of possessions remaining. They're down by 6.
Hagler checks back in. Kagan Wattoon also in the lineup, 5'8" senior. Ball almost stolen away by Jenna Donahoe, but she couldn't get it and bring it back in. Got a piece of it, and that was it. South Loup will toss it in. They'll go to Wattoon. Went through her hands, and it will go on out of bounds for a turnover.
Far from an easy pass to make. Wattoon was on the far side block, and they were trying to pass it all the way across the lane. It was there for a moment, but only for a moment. Mullen kind of slammed the door shut.
Mullen with 23 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Donahoe left side. Back over to Licking for a 3. It's off the iron. Good rebound by Bierman, but she's quickly tied up by Hagler. And it will go over to Mullen with 11.4 remaining.
I'd be interested to see the statistic on how many extra possessions the Mullen Broncos steal by immediately tying up the opposition after they pull down a rebound. They do it so well.
Baseline left side, Haley Donahoe to toss it in. Nice bounce into the paint to Licking. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Stahlbaumer. Down to 6 seconds to go. Just got to be careful here. Stolen away by Hagelin. She'll launch it up and hit it off the glass. Wow. That's what you had to be careful about, not turning it over. Hagelin was right there, kissed it off the glass for 3, and it's 15-6. Mullen after 1. You're listening to high school basketball here on the Thunderbird.
Nebraska State Bank is where hometown pride meets hometown banking. They're proud to offer a full range of personal and business banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home and agriculture loans, and convenient online mobile banking. Nebraska State Bank will help you score whether you're buying your first home, growing a business, or planning for the future. With branches in Broken Bow, Myrna, and Callaway, they are your trusted teammate. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
February is Heart Health Month. Melham Medical Center wants to be sure you are heart healthy. We have 4 cardiologists that visit our specialty clinic on a regular basis. Dr. Fruling, Dr. Balwans, Dr. Dasuki, and Dr. Cookman. Save a trip out of town and make an appointment at Melham Medical Center with our cardiologist team right here at home. Call 308-872-4157 to schedule your appointment in the specialty clinic. We look forward to partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
We come back to Arnold and go to the second quarter and be South Loup's basketball. Trailing now 15-6. Mullen ended the first quarter on a 9-0 run. Inbounds into Stahlbomber off the glass from the free throw line. Shot put down by Cameron Kramer.
Perfect execution of what was sure to be a drawn-up play at the quarter break.
Mullen in the forecourt. Hagelin bounce over to Donahoe. They'll pass down low. Haley Donahoe, her shot blocked by Emma Stahlbomber, taken out of there by Hagler. Her pass tipped out of bounds. Yeah, once you get that off a defensive rebound, if you're South Loup, you still have to be very aware because Mullen is coming after you.
Yeah, that last time Hagler got the rebound, but all of her teammates ran away, trying to go up the floor the other direction. They've just got to stick around for a moment, be that outlet pass. The easiest way to break most presses is by passing it rather than trying to dribble it out yourself individually.
South Loup to trigger it in. It'll be Stahlbomber. Going to have to get it in pretty quick. Went through the hands of Starr, but run down nicely by Kramer. With the basketball, Bierman down low to Starr. Nice catch, but couldn't get the good angle. Got her own board. Back out to Bierman. Bierman had it knocked away by McCauley. Races on her and Hagler. McCauley runs it down out to Licking, and now Hagelin, and she nails another three. Riley Hagelin.
3 3-pointers, the team's leading scorer and the game's leading scorer so far as a foul is called. This could be on Licking, and if so, that would be her third foul.
Well, you can see it in her face that she knows that was a big foul against her.
Did they hold up 14? They've not been putting them on the scoreboard.
No, they haven't been, have they?
No, I believe they held up 14. So it would be her third.
Coach Dent, her assistant, did signal, or somebody else on the bench did signal that was her third. And now South Loup with the turnover. And who came in? I think Chloe Newman just came in for Licking. Hagelin in the backcourt. Now about 3/4 court pressure from South Loup. She'll go up over the top to Newman, then back to Hagelin for a three. Off the mark, no good, and saving it in nicely, Jenna Donahoe off of Asa Starr. So Mullen will trigger again on the side. Crosses away from where Jeremy and I are sitting. They work it around the perimeter. Hagelin from the corner. Boy, she's on fire. She nails another three. 21-8, now a turnover. Taken by Haley Donahoe. Ahead to Hagelin. They come out on her. She gets it back. Looks for passer. Into the lane intended for Newman. Back out to Jenna Donahoe.
Stepped on the baseline.
Okay. Cutting it down that corner, I can't see. And it'll belong to South Loup. Starr to toss it in. Gets it in to Brennan. Pass back to Starr. Starr double team, feeds it ahead to Brennan. Brennan in the backcourt, tipped away. McCulley drives, lays it up and in. And Mullen has got it going now. And another steal. Hagelin over to Jenna Donahoe. Off the glass, no good. Haley Donahoe, the follow, no good. And Stahlbaumer will come away with the rebound. Then is quickly, thought she was tied up, but there's going to be a reach-in foul on Jenna Donahoe.
That's her first. So she and Haley Donahoe each have one foul, as well as Bryn McCauley, 3 for Callie Licking. That's the current foul situation for Mullen.
Asa Starr with the inbounds. Gets it to Fitzgerald, who checked in, tipped away by McCauley. Into the hands of Hagelin, back to McCauley for the easy deuce. 25-8. And now a reach in on Hagelin in the backcourt. And that's going to be 3 quick team fouls on the Lady Broncos.
Yeah, South Loup is just a couple of fouls by their opponent away from having a lot of free throw shooting time ahead in the second quarter.
There's a lot of advantages to being aggressive, but there's some disadvantages too. In the backcourt, Brennan lost the ball, and it's into the hands of Hagelin. Hagelin drives, scoops it up, no good, but she'll draw the foul on Aaron Fitzgerald.
Well, and you kind of got to pick your poison for the Bobcats because they were just 2 seconds away from another 10-second call. So if you weren't able to get it up the floor anyway, it probably wasn't going to go all that well after that. Fitzgerald called for her second foul, by the way.
Riley Hagelin Jr. makes the first. Timeout taken. It's a Broken Bow Dairy Queen timeout. 5:01 to go first half. Mullen 26, South Loup 8.
This is the perfect time for you to plan your next trip to the Dairy Queen in Broken Bow for a delicious blizzard for the season. Traditional sundaes, cones, and shakes, or hot burgers, chicken strips, fries, cheese curds, and more. Go and visit them on West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Sargent Irrigation may work across the globe, but their heart is firmly planted in central Nebraska. They know it's the people here, hardworking, dedicated, and full of community pride, that make their success possible. That's why they proudly support both high school and Husker sports broadcasts. Whether you're cheering from the stands or tuning in at home, they're helping bring the excitement right to you. Enjoy the game, brought to you in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
We are here for you, no matter where it works best to meet. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. We may have closed our Broken Bow office, but that doesn't mean Lori and I aren't ready to hit the road to meet where it's most convenient for you. Whether that's your home, conference rooms, coffee shops, or a picnic table in the park, we'll bring our competitive, trusted coverage to you. You can also come by our Callaway office Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. until 5, or Fridays, 7:30 a.m. till noon, or call 836-2201 and let's talk so we can go to work for you at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
We come back here to Arnold's second free throw coming up here for Riley Hagelin. And she has had a whale of a first half. She gets the nice roll on that one to extend their lead to 19. Mullen right now on a 21-2 run. Ball knocked away from Fitzgerald, but she gets it back. Trying to feed off or fend off McCulley, and she does, and knocks down a 15-footer, 27-10. Back to Hagelin in the corner. Up top, McCulley, they work it around the right side. Jenna Donahoe too strong on a 15-footer. Weak side rebound cleared out of there by Starr. Runs it ahead, finds Stahlbaumer along the baseline. Push up the shot. No good. And taking it out of there is Mullen. Hagelin. Bounce down low, intended for Newman. It's taken away by Cameron Kramer. Into the forecourt, Fitzgerald. Asa Starr down the right side, puts up a shot, no good. Jenna Donahoe going to pick up the foul.
That's her second.
Team's fourth, so next time Mullen commits a foul, South Loup will be in the bonus the rest of the half. Asa Starr misses the first of two. Second one on the way. That won't go either. Nobody went for the rebound except for McCulley, and she goes and gets it. They feed ahead to Haley Donahoe. Couldn't get it to go, but there's Riley Hagelin again. She'll be fouled after the rebound. Foul will go on Asa Starr.
Her second.
Hagelin at the line. She'll shoot two. Puts it up and in. 27-10, or 28-10 now.
She's got 15 of those 28 points, does Hagelin. She's having one heck of a first half.
Just a junior. Makes them both. 29-10. In the backcourt, controlling. New player in the lineup, that's Addie Stump. Into the forecourt, Fitzgerald. And she is called for the walk. Turnover gives it back to Mullen. Bryn McCulley will toss it in. Three-quarters court pressure by South Loup. Donahoe ahead for Newman, but it was tipped away and will belong to Mullen. They'll throw it in front of the South Loup bench. Bounce down low for Newman. Not sure that's where you want to go with a low pass. You might want to go a little more to the outside, but that's going to be resulting in a Mullen turnover. In the backcourt, controlling there. That's Stump. Needs to get rid of it. Knocked away by McCulley. Not much time left for South Loup to get it across the timeline. Back to Stump. Going to have to get it forward. Knocked away by Hagelin, but got back by Stump. Feed ahead and again tipped by Hagelin. Tipped away by Fitzgerald, but Hagelin comes away with it. Feed into the forecourt, 15-footer off the mark from Haley Donahoe, but off the hands of Aaron Fitzgerald. And the basketball will belong to Mullen. Inbounds to the Lady Broncos. Newman into the corner. Driving, Donahoe back out to Hagelin. Three won't go. Rebound brought down by McCulley. Newman on the right side. Tended the pass for Hagelin, but just a little off the mark. It'll go out of bounds. Turnover on the Lady Broncos.
Well, and from the angle we're at, it looked like Riley maybe had a chance to knock that one down and grab it, but the pass was off by just enough. I think she thought that maybe her teammate was passing it to someone other than her.
Jade Bierman checks back in. Stump into the forecourt. Out near the timeline. Backs it out. Working against Hagelin. Stump feeds it off to Bierman. Bierman looking for the back door. Finds Hagler. Puts it up and it wouldn't go. Just didn't have quite the angle. Kramer keeps it alive, but into the hands of Hagelin. Feed ahead to Donahoe. Doesn't have numbers. Takes it into the paint anyway. Back out to Hagelin. Three ball. Good. It looked good from the time she released it. Nothing but the net.
She's got 5 3-pointers and is 4 for 4 from the free throw line in this first half.
32-10, Mullen with the lead, and now South Loup working against that press, throws it away.
Their 20th turnover of this first half, and that is even taking into account how well they played the first 5 minutes of this game. They were very well within reach of Mullen through the first 5 minutes.
Jenna Donahoe into the corner for Haley Donahoe. Double team, skip pass out to Hagelin. Looked at the three, didn't take it. Finds Donahoe from 12, it wouldn't go, and the rebound cleared out of there by Kramer. Kramer for the Bobcats, trying to get rid of it. Stolen away by Haley Donahoe, and she is hammered.
That's just good court awareness. It's one thing to get the turnover. It's another thing to immediately know that you're under your own hoop and can go right up with the basketball. This Broncos team does all of the little things that gives them the best chance in every opportunity, no matter where they're at on the floor.
Donahoe makes the first free throw. That foul was on Ray Hagler. 33-10 now the score. Second free throw, good. Mullen's been doing well at the charity stripe in this game. Bierman working against Hagelin. Hagelin got a piece of it and knocked it off of Bierman. So it'll go back over to Mullen. Bounce pass, stolen away by Starr. Bierman comes away with it. It's got numbers. Tipped away, though, from behind by Bryn McCulley. Otherwise, it looked like the Bobcats might have an opportunity and an easy one.
Yeah, Mullen never feels like they're out of a play. Even if they're running up from behind, they'll swipe at it.
Inbounds will go to Bierman. Her shot off the mark. Weak side clear out by Hagelin. Hagelin into the forecourt. Up top for Donahoe. That's Jenna. Going down low for Haley Donahoe, and it's stolen away. Kramer got a piece of it. The other way, it's Brennan. Her shot blocked by Hagelin. Late whistle, and a foul's going to be called on Hagelin. So that'll put to the free throw line Gracie Brennan, 5'4" freshman.
Hagelin's second foul of this first half.
Got the nice roll, put it through. Makes it a 34-11 game. Brennan once again. That one wouldn't go. Tipped around. Controlled by McCulley. Clears out, gets it to Donahoe. Feed ahead to Hagelin. Backs out, throws up to three. No good. Rebound taken out of there by South Loup. Bierman feeds it ahead. Down the right side. Shot put up by Brennan. No good. Stall bombers follow. Someone might have got a piece of that from behind. Jenna Donahoe comes away with the rebound. Feed up top. McCulley. Oh, nice look down low. Newman was open but couldn't get it to go. It rimmed out. She chases down her own board, though. Up top with it. Donahoe back over to Hagelin. Fakes the three. Finds McCulley in the corner. And she'll knock down a three.
She's got 7 points here in the second quarter.
37-11, down to 12 seconds to go. Ball stripped away from Bierman. It's still loose. Finally picked up by Haley Donahoe. Well, not quite yet. Puts it up in the air. It's going to go out of bounds with 0.6 of a second to go.
I mean, basketball is supposed to be fun, right? And sometimes you just got to have a laugh at yourself. And Haley gets up off the ground and has a laugh with her coach and all of her teammates on the bench after what just looked like a basketball with butter on it.
Inbounds goes to Bierman, and that's the end of the first half. After one half, Mullen, it was close early in this game, but Mullen went on a tear, and they lead it here at halftime, 37-11. Jeremy figuring up the first half stats. We'll have that and more coming up here at halftime from Arnold.
The team at Taylor Heating and Cooling are big fans of our area student athletes and are proud to help bring you their accomplishments on the radio. Just like these bright students keep a cool head in the heat of competition, Taylor Heating and Cooling is ready to help keep you cool with their services. If the season calls for heat, they're ready with repair and new install expertise there as well. Financing is available because sweating or shivering in your home needs fixed now, not later. Call Taylor Heating and Cooling at 308-872-6196 or visit TaylorHeatingandCoolingBB.com.
Great athletes play with grit, heart, and integrity. At Palmer Monument in Broken Bow, those same qualities guide everything they do. Just as athletes push through the challenges to reach victory, Palmer Monument's team works with dedication to design meaningful, lasting memorials for your loved ones, crafted with pride and built to stand the test of time. They're committed to honoring every life with care and respect. Palmer Monument, designed with pride, sold with integrity, and always giving their very best, just like the athletes.
Make 2026 unforgettable with a great deal on a new Polaris side-by-side or ATV from Agland ATV during the Polaris Start the Year Off-Road Sales event. We are restocked with new units for a new year and ready to pass on great deals. We also have a large lineup of pre-owned units that the guys are motivated to move. Let's get you out there in a new machine. Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow. Terms and conditions apply. Driver must be at least 16 years old with a valid driver's license to operate. Read, understand, and follow your owner's manual. All riders should take a safety training course.
When your vehicle needs dependable repair, turn to Rod's Body and Paint on the Curve west of Broken Bow. They specialize in collision repair, color matching, auto glass replacement, and dent repair. Backed by certified technicians, free estimates, and fair prices that get you back on the road. With over a half century of experience serving the community, they have earned a reputation for quality and trust. Call 308-872-5346 for details or to schedule your estimate at Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
See Brent Custer in Broken Bow and find out why so many of their clients would recommend Shelter.
Broken Bow Dental is proud to cheer on the area student athletes. At their location on Highway 2 in Broken Bow, their state-of-the-art clinic blends cutting-edge dental care with a warm, personalized approach. Because a confident smile supports success in and out of the game. From routine family dentistry to emergency treatment, they have you covered. Call 308-767-2002 to schedule an appointment at Broken Bow Dental. Be brilliant. Be bold.
We come back here to Arnold. We're at halftime. Mullen on top of South Loup, 37-11. And with the first half numbers, here's Jeremy.
We'll start with the visitors, led by Riley Hagelin with 19 points, 5 3-pointers there in the first half. Was also perfect from the charity stripe, 4 for 4. She led both teams in scoring with her 19. 7 points apiece for Bryn McCauley, who had all of her 7 points in the second quarter. Haley Donahoe had 7 points as well. 5 of those 7 points coming from the free throw line. Chloe Newman with 2 and Jenna Donahoe with 2 to round out the scoring for the Broncos. 4 points for Cameron Kramer to lead the South Loup Bobcats. Joining her in the scorebook with 2 points apiece, Aaron Fitzgerald, Ray Hagler as well, and Gracie Brennan with 3 points, had a 2 from the field in the first quarter and went 1 of 2 from the free throw line in the second. Taking a look at team statistics, 19 rebounds for the Mullen Broncos to 13 for the Bobcats unofficially. 21 turnovers for the Bobcats to Mullen's 11. Free throw line has been a big story in this first half as well. Mullen has made 9 of 12. South Loup is they are 1 of 6 in this first half. So again, your leading scorers for Mullen, it's Riley Hagelin with 19, Bryn McCauley and Haley Donahoe with 7 apiece. 4 points for Cameron Kramer to lead the South Loup Bobcats, who trail at the end of the first half, 11-37 to the Broncos of Mullen.
All right, we'll get you ready for the third quarter here on 95.3 right after this.
Central Nebraska Diesel, your full-service Renke dealer, wishes all of the area student athletes and the Huskers a winning season. With Renke, you are always the winner. Call Central Nebraska Diesel to find out how a new Renke irrigation system can help score more points in your farming operation. Best of luck to all of the area student athletes, and go Big Red in competition and in the classroom. From Central Nebraska Diesel, your local irrigation experts.
Life moves at the speed of light. Don't let pain put you on pause. At Rise Rehab and Performance, we believe everyone deserves to feel their best without pain holding them back. Whether it's recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or just getting back to doing what you love, our expert team is here to help take the first steps toward healing. Personalized care, cutting-edge treatments, and results that speak for themselves. Rise Rehab and Performance, 872-5800. We rehab, you recover, then rise.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season and is very proud of the young men and women that live in central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
The Callaway District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, are proud of the South Loup Bobcats. New patients are always welcome. They understand that healthcare is evolving and are committed to providing local access to high-quality care by continuing to invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology. Their specialty is primary care. Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics cheering on the South Loup Bobcats.
Sandhills Golf Club is proud to help bring coverage of the Mullen Broncos to your radios. They are very proud of the team and what they work to accomplish in competition and in the classroom. Sandhills Golf Club is home to a one-of-a-kind golf experience in North America, with beautiful sandhills and a challenging yet enjoyable course. Wishing the Mullen Broncos the best of luck in sponsoring this broadcast, Sandhills Golf Club.
The staff at South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all the area athletes and are pleased to be a part of the South Loup Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members. Stop in and talk to them today. South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway, knowing you by name, not just a refill number.
Agribest Feeds of Callaway is your source for all things ranching. They have what you need as calving comes around, including ear tags, vet supplies, windscreens, goat lights, milk replacer, Royal Heat calf warmers, and more. They also carry Powder River and Charter livestock equipment, and their Sweet Pro lick tubs, Fresh Start, and Redmond Salt provide your animals with the outstanding nutrition they need. Check out their new Room and Edge livestock tubs behind the Community Center in Callaway or at 836-2298. Agribest Feeds of Callaway.
Welcome back to Arnold as we get you ready for the second half. Here in the girls' game, Mullen leads at 37-11. Want to see if we can pull up some other scores for you here in Friday action. Bridgeport in C1 taking over Mitchell 70-24. Let's see if we can get some area scores here. Minden leading Kozand after 3 quarters, 23-17. It's a low-scoring game. I wonder if that's correct or not. We'll have to check into that at a later time. Let's hop on down to D1 basketball. Central Valley all over Anselmo Myrna in girls basketball, 43-26 with 6 minutes left in the third quarter there. Other area games, I'm not seeing any in D1. Let's hop over to D2. Not seeing any there. Twin Loop and Elba, no score reported so far. That's another area matchup we're keeping an eye on. Should be a decent game maybe between St. Hills Semford and Valentine. They're playing tonight. St. Hills Semford's 11-7 while Valentine is 13-6. Second half of the girls game coming your direction next here on KBBN Radio. Mullen leads South Loup 37-11.
Mullen Auto and Diesel may be at 504 2nd Street in Mullen, but people come from all around with their concerns about their vehicles. From tractor overhauls and general repair, all the way to diesel performance and tuning, they can do it all at Mullen Auto and Diesel. When your car runs like number 2, they are number 1. Call Josh at 546-0569 with your questions or to schedule the service you need. Mullen Auto and Diesel, proud to help sponsor this sports broadcast.
Third quarter already underway. Putting up a shot, Haley Donahoe, no good, but she does draw the foul.
That is the third on Asa Starr. So she's got 3, and for Mullen, Callie Licking has 3. Licking is out there to start this second half.
And the Lady Broncos have really done a good job of making the Bobcats pay when they foul them, because they have been shooting pretty well from the line. Thought that one was going to bounce away, but it bounced up high and dropped through.
11 of 14 as a team from the line now.
39-11, that one knocked away from Starr in the backcourt. She'll toss it in. Gets it in to Bierman along the timeline. Working against Licking, man-to-man defense. Down low, shot put up by Starr, no good. And the rebound belongs to Haley Donahoe. Then McCulley will run it into the forecourt. Hagelin has it up top. McCulley, wraparound pass down low for Donahoe. It goes out of bounds, though. Last touch by South Loup.
No new shot clock, so they've got 19 seconds to work with, do the Broncos.
McCulley will toss it in, baseline left side, looking for a cutter. Into the corner, Licking's open. She'll put it up, no good from three. McCulley's rebound, no good on the follow, and then Hagler came down with the board and thought her teammate was still over on the other side, but threw it behind her. Turnover on the South Loup Bobcats. It'll belong to Mullen. Inbounds to Jenna Donahoe from 18. She'll bury it. It's 42-11. Inbounds knocked away. Coming back in, Gracie Brennan. Inbounds, Fitzgerald to Brennan. Working in the backcourt. Dribbles through traffic.
Brought the offhand up. Double dribble called into the front court on South Loup. So turnover back to Mullen.
Jeremy, I've tried all night here. I'm going to have to turn it over to you, I'm afraid.
Okay, that sounds good.
My coffin is just up there.
All right, we'll switch roles as Donahoe gets the score, and Mullen puts two more on the board. They lead by 33 here with 6:35 to go, third quarter. Now South Loup working against that tough Mullen press again. A whistle and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow will give it to the Bobcats as they'll continue their trek up the floor. South Loup with the basketball. They throw it ahead into the front court. Searching for some room in the front court was Cameron Kramer, but it's turned over into the hands of the Broncos. They go down inside to Donahoe, missed the shot over the top of the rim. Rebound pulled out of there by Aaron Fitzgerald. Here come the Bobcats back the other way, but they throw it away into the hands of Mullen. But a double dribble is called as Haley Donahoe had a head full of steam and just kind of chopped the feet a little bit, trying to keep control of the basketball. South Loup in the half court trying to toss it in. Good defense there from Jenna Donahoe. Slaps it right back out of bounds. Another sideline inbound for South Loup. 5-second count is on. Fitzgerald with it between the rings. Dribbles to the right side. Lost it out of bounds. And turned it over to the Broncos. 6:03 to go, third quarter. 33-point lead for Mullen. 44-11 over South Loup. A Dairy Queen of Broken Bow. Timeout on the floor.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated Superfast Broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
This sports broadcast is being brought to you in part by Govia Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home. For over 60 years, Govia Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home have served Central Nebraska. Through the entirety of their years, putting families first has always been their motto. Enjoy this high school sports broadcast brought to you by Govia Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home. Reach them at 1-800-354-6340 or visit GoviaBrothers.com.
Welcome back to Arnold. Mullen in control here on the road, looking for their 14th win of the season, leading by 33. It'll be Broncos basketball out of the break as Hagelin has it, tosses it ahead to McCulley, and now in the front court it's Licking. One dribble, tries to skip it over to Hagelin. Doing a nice job getting her hand on it was Jade Bierman. Now goes the other way, pump fakes, goes glass, and scores two.
Good job by The defense there that time for South Loup come up with the steal and get that hoop.
McCauley into the front court. Touch pass to Donahoe. Over to Hagelin. Can she do it again? Yes. Got the friendly roll on the soft rim here in Arnold. Another three-pointer goes down for Mullen.
Well, she likes this gym. It's 22 points for her.
Fitzgerald, a runner on the right side. Short corner extended. She knocks home 2, and we trade buckets. Hagelin with the basketball, dribbles it into the front court, goes to the left side. Now the right side, McCauley in the corner. Donahoe skips it inside. Shot doesn't go in there for Newman. Defensive board for Fitzgerald in South Loup. She picked up her dribble though and turns it over to McCauley. Stops in the lane. Hook shot, missed it. Rebound, Donahoe. That's Jenna, puts it up and in. 49-15, the Mullen lead. South Loup with the basketball. McCauley, point person on that press. Almost gets a turnover, but it finds its way into the hands of Cameron Kramer. Kramer up the left side. Goes glass, scores, and 1. She'll go to the free throw line looking for a 3-point play.
Well, South Loup is finding some points here in this third quarter. That is the 5th and 6th point for the Lady Bobcats since the halftime break.
Addie Stump is into the game for South Loup. Haley Donahoe is in for Mullen. As Kramer spins the ball back. Missed the free throw. Nice rebound inside. Put back up and in for Jade Bierman. The junior scores a couple on the crash of the glass.
Bierman's got 4 points all here in the last few minutes.
Hagelin tries to track it down in the corner on the pass from Newman, which was off. It goes out of bounds. Bobcats trying to string together some scores. They'll have to see what they can do. On the other side of a Dairy Queen of Broken Bow, timeout. Plan your trip to the Dairy Queen of Broken Bow for some delicious blizzards for the season, traditional sundaes, cones, and shakes, or hot burgers, chicken strips, fries, cheese curds, and more. They're on West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Supplying their customers with quality companies and service that will allow them the comfort of knowing that Arnold Insurance Agency cares about their financial well-being. That's the mission of Arnold Insurance Agency. They're proud to help fellow Nebraskans prepare for the unexpected. With locations in Arnold, Brady, Cozad, Grant, Mullen, and North Platte. Go see their family to take care of yours. Visit them online at arnoldins.com or stop by. Arnold Insurance Agency, proud to help bring you this sports coverage featuring our amazing area student athletes.
Your local Milwaukee tool connection is Mills Hardware in Arnold. To put it simply, Milwaukee leads the industry in durability and performance. And there's plenty of it to see at Mills Hardware. The display is 350 feet long and 5 aisles. Simply put, the selection and knowledge you'll get when you choose Mills Hardware is going to be top-notch. Mills Hardware in Arnold, proud to be the area's premier Milwaukee connection.
Out of the timeout, South Loup turns it over. Mullen Broncos coming the other way, a 3-on-3. Hagelin with it left side up top to McCauley. Toes up a 3 off the left side of the rim and out. South Loup touched it on its way out of bounds. It'll be Mullen basketball on their own baseline. 3 seconds away from being halfway through this third quarter. Mullen in the half court. McCauley between the rings. Inside, Donahoe. Plenty of Bobcats in the lane. Has to kick it out, and a travel called as Jenna Donahoe couldn't get it on the floor before running forward. Turnover to the Bobcats.
That's the 15th turnover against Mullen.
Stump with the basketball, working against Hagelin. It's a little token pressure now. Stump gets it into the front court and dribbles it to the left side. Now reverses court, gets a nice screen there from Rife. Throws it up top, Fitzgerald dribbles to the left, scoops it out to Beardman, takes a 3, missed it. Weak side rebound and put back Cameron Kramer. Didn't even come down to the ground, went right back up with it.
Yeah, that was a nice tap-in return that time.
Mullen back in the half court, and they throw it away. Fitzgerald comes away with it up the left-hand side of the floor. Now centers the basketball, being pressured by Donahoe. Gets the turnover. Haley Donahoe against Fitzgerald. Had it blocked. It'll be Mullen basketball on the baseline. The hustle does not stop. End to end there from the senior for South Loup, Aaron Fitzgerald.
Pretty good defense on both teams that time.
Now a shot from the corner. It's called a three for Jenna Donahoe on the inbound.
That's twice here in this quarter. She's nailed a three.
Under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Stump facing a double team all on her own. Ball on the floor. Big collision. And out of bounds was Stump, they say. It'll be Mullen basketball as everyone picks themselves up off of the ground after several big collisions and rolling around on the floor.
Riley Hagelin kind of incidentally got contacted there. Could kind of see it through our little angle.
So it'll be Mullen basketball after all of that. McCauley, ball above the head, throws it into Donahoe. Somehow got through the arms of Fitzgerald. Hagelin with the left side, dribbles to the right, off to Jenna Donahoe. Back to Hagelin, flares out in the corner, missed everything on the three-point attempt. Weak side rebound Star for South Loup. Throws it ahead to Brennan, ahead to Fitzgerald, had it tapped away from behind, tracks it down, shoots it up, missed it. Rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with South Loup. 52-21, Mullen leads South Loup here in Arnold with 2:26 to go, third quarter. Star looking to key it in, tries to throw it across the lane to Stahlbomber. It's kicked out of bounds. Bobcats will try from the same spot. Star got to get it in soon, running out of time, gets it to Stahlbomber, puts the ball on the floor, spins against Donahoe, shoots it up off the front of the rim and out. Hagelin, the defensive board. Transition pass ahead to Haley Donahoe. Controls it on the right side. Chloe Newman had it taken away on a pass inside. Now a blocking foul called on Jenna Donahoe as South Loup stole possession for a quick moment.
And that's going to be her third foul.
Fitzgerald will come out. Jay Bierman into the game for South Loup. That's the lone substitution as Gracie Brennan has the bounce, lost it before half court. McCauley back the other direction, scores two.
Well, you got to like the lead pass and the catch then by McCauley to take it in afterwards.
Stahlbomber in the front court, having to work hard against Haley Donahoe. Cut off in the short corner, lost it out of bounds. And it's Mullen basketball. Excuse me, they call it South Loup basketball. Star to key it in with 1:47 to go, third quarter. Tosses it in to Bierman. Bierman scoops it out to Star, who ran in bounds. Back to Bierman, drives baseline, goes reverse off the bottom of the backboard, taken away there by McCauley. Off to Hegland, who will dribble it forward. Head to Chloe Newman in the corner. Shot misses everything for Haley Donahoe, and out of bounds it goes. Back to the Bobcats. Star to key it in. Tosses it to Hagler. Hagler picks up the dribble, immediately facing some tough pressure from Mullen, and a timeout is called by Coach Goodnow. Brought to you by the Dairy Queen of Broken Bow. We'll step away as well. 1:17 to go, third quarter here on KBBN.
Your friends and neighbors at Dayspring Bank, formerly First State Bank of Mullen, are proud to support the Mullen Broncos on the road. For those of you who can't be at the game, whether your family is growing, you're starting a business, or you've been farming or ranching for generations, Daysprings bankers get to know you personally and create custom solutions to help you reach your goals. Dayspring Bank, for whatever the day brings. Member FDIC.
Out of the timeout, South Loup basketball. They throw it ahead to Stahlbomber. Haley Donahoe got a hand on it, but it will be South Loup basketball right around mid-court. In for South Loup comes Addie Stump. Ray Hagler will go out. Stahlbomber looks to throw it in. Puts it in with some mustard to Gracie Brennan. Dribbles left to right, off to Stump. Hagelin slides the feet. Stump picked up her dribble. 5-second count was on. Gets the ball out of there, and tracking it down is Brennan. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 1 minute on the game clock here in the third. Ball finds its way to Stahlbomber, who missed a shot. Now Mullen on the leak out. It's Haley Donahoe out ahead of everybody. She scores 2 in transition. Now Starr is fouled by Hagelin. Just got caught trying to play catch-up from behind, and the blocking foul is whistled.
And on Hagelin, that's going to be her third. 3 different players for Mullen with 3. Donahoe, that's Jenna Donahoe, Hagelin, and Licky.
Now Hagelin knocks the pass up ahead to Stump out of bounds. Bobcats on their side of the court on the sideline. They throw it up top to Stump, but it's intercepted by Jenna Donahoe. Throws it ahead to Hagelin on the left side. Stops, shoots from the free throw line, and scores. 2 more for Mullen as they go up 58-21 here in the third.
The junior has 24 points in the game.
Stahlbomber had it ahead, found its way into the hands of Wittoon. Couldn't quite get a shot up. Hagelin comes away with it for Mullen. Last possession of the third quarter if Mullen wants it. McCauley drives to the short corner. Up top, Jenna Donahoe, a three-pointer, missed it. Haley Donahoe, the weak side rebound and put back. 60-21 as the third quarter clock expires. And we take a break heading to the fourth quarter. We're through 3 quarters in the girls' game of our doubleheader between South Loup and Mullen. The Broncos of Mullen lead South Loup 60-21.
Rich Runlet with Rain Dance Repair, proud to be your local connection for Beehive, pivot monitoring, and control systems, as well as soup cup bins. Whether you're needing to get your augers up to date and bins repaired or need a new system, Rain Dance Repair can help. If you haven't heard about Beehive Smart Connected Technology, give Rich a call. He'll get you set up for monitoring and control of your pivots without subscription fees, while also saving time and money. Call Rich at Rain Dance Repair at 870-4455, your local Sioux Cup and Beehive Ag Connection.
Cheer on the Mullen Broncos with the Outpost Feed Store in downtown Mullen. They have everything you need for your ranch and more. From Hubbard Feeds and Minerals, Vinelix tubs and range cubes to custom grain mixes and animal health products, they have you covered. Need haying or fencing supplies? They have net wrap, baling twine, hedge, creosote, and metal posts, plus wire and work gloves. Plus dog and cat food, bird seed, and even lumberjack grilling pellets. Stop by or call 308-546-2257. Outpost Feed Store, supporting the Mullen Broncos and thanking all their customers for their continued support.
Welcome back to Arnold as the teams run out onto the floor. We get ready for the fourth quarter. Brought to you by your friends at Klang Financial, where they're honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. You can reach them at 872-6810. Klang Financial, downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Shot for Newman wouldn't go. Donahoe's putback would not go. And the defensive board pulled out of there by South Loup. 15 seconds into this fourth quarter. Bobcats basketball as Fitzgerald centers the basketball and sets up the play. Goes left side to Brennan. Brennan dribbles across the lane, shoots up a runner, almost went off glass. Stahlbomber, the offensive board, and the putback.
And for Emma Stahlbomber, that's her first 2 points in the game.
And now South Loup gets a turnover. They have a 2-on-2. Fitzgerald, a fading shot, almost went in. Off the heel and out. Rebound and putback for Brennan would not go. Mullen got the rebound, but turned it right over. Shot would not go from Fitzgerald. It's Mullen back the other direction. They shove it ahead to Haley Donahoe. Goes out of bounds, and South Loup musters another turnover.
20 turnovers tonight on Mullen. But, you know, it's been kind of a up and down kind of game, a little wild and chaotic, and sometimes you do commit some turnovers in that situation.
Bobcats with the basketball. They get it in the front court to Fitzgerald, working against Licking. Dribbles the ball to the left side, lobs it for Kramer, skips it across to Fitzgerald, takes a three off the side of the rim and out. Stahlbomber, the offensive board. Throws it back out to Fitzgerald, who tracks it down. Oh my goodness, almost stepped on the midline. That was awfully close. Lost the dribble, takes it to the right side, tosses it in the corner. Starr right to left. Dribbling against Haley Donahoe. Throws it high post. Kramer lost it, but it was last touched by Chloe Newman of Mullen.
I don't know if Erin Fitzgerald takes some dance lessons or not, but she did a great job of towing that line.
Even subconsciously, I don't think she knew she was that close, but it got the oohs and ahs out of the crowd as Stahlbomber had her shot partially blocked. Went out of bounds. Mullen tried to save it, but it was last touched by the Broncos. The Bobcats ball on the baseline as Mullen's Austin Diebler makes her first appearance in the game. Starr with it in the corner, lost it off her fingertips on the feed. Turnover to Mullen.
And that's 34 on the night now for South Loup.
Hagelin with the basketball, tosses it across to Licking, who dribbles it into the front court, tries to pass through a double team, does so. Mullen almost turns it over, now they do. Fitzgerald comes away with it. Off to Starr, ahead to Stahlbomber, behind the defense, went glass but missed it. Rebound is a tie-up. Possession will stay with the Bobcats under their own hoop. Asa Starr to throw it in. Slaps the basketball. Searching for the lob. Kramer couldn't get it to go. Jumped up. It was a true lob. Didn't come down with it. Just missed it. And it goes to Mullen out of bounds.
That worked for her earlier in the half off a rebound, but didn't go there.
And now a turnover. Jade Bierman gets in a passing lane. Goes to the reverse layup. Missed it. Jenna Donahoe, the miss. Throws it ahead to Newman up the left-hand side. Goes glass and scores. 62-23, the Mullen lead.
4 points for Chloe Newman.
Starr throws it to Stahlbomber, but it's picked off by the Broncos. Licking with it. Right side to Hagelin. Hagelin, ball above the head, skips it over to Jenna Donahoe. Takes the three, grazes the front rim. Stahlbomber, the defensive board. Throws it to Starr. Starr facing a double team. Lobs it ahead to Stahlbomber. Behind the defense is Cameron Kramer. Goes glass and scores a couple more for the Bobcats. 5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Mullen with the large lead and the basketball. Newman, free throw line jumper, rattles in. Jade Bierman with the basketball. Working against Licking. Brings it into the front court with the left hand. Centers the basketball, goes right side to Starr. Glanced at the three, took one dribble, throws it right side to Fitzgerald. Hagelin with the defense on Fitzgerald. Picks up the ball in a bad place around half court, and a foul is called away from the ball. It's going to go against South Loup's Tyra Brestel.
That's going to be her first.
Well, he signaled 1-0, but I don't think Tyra was out there, was she?
Yeah, she's right there.
Oh, there she is. She was blending, her blue and white uniform was blending into the blue on the floor.
First foul of the fourth quarter on either team.
Mullen with the basketball. Licking with it left-hand side. Facing a double team, skips it ahead. Diebler couldn't control it. It's turned over to the Bobcats. Starr up the right-hand side, stops on the right-hand side, gives it off to Wattoon. Kagan kicks it back out to Brestel, shoots the 10-footer, wouldn't go. Rebound Mullen. Hagelin with the basketball, brings it into the front court. Goes over right side to Abigail Gracie. Skip pass over to Licking. Licking, nice move. Shoots it up, left it short. Rebound to Stump. And a double dribble is called. Stump got it caught up just a little bit and put it down a second time. Turnover back to Mullen.
And more subs coming in from both teams.
Yeah, several new players to call out. Will do so as they work the basketball around. Callie Licking still out there for Mullen. Tosses it into Gracie. Now Licking in the corner. Shot the long two. Would not go. Weak side rebound to the Bobcats.
Of course, Callie sat down quite a bit of that second quarter with 3 fouls.
Gracie Brennan with the basketball. Zooms around everybody and scores on the right-hand side. And now a travel is called on Mullen. They turn it back over to South Loup.
Well, if Coach Dent's not going to be happy with anything tonight, it'll be 23 turnovers. I'm sure she wants to see that get cleaned up.
Nelcha Rife to key it in, getting close to a 5-second call. Oh, nice cut to the basket by Gracie Brennan. She scores 2 more, the freshman, with a couple of scores back-to-back. Mullen in the half court. Bernie with it, throws it to Licking. That's Austin Diebler. Missed the shot. South Loup back the other way. Nelcha Rife can't track down the long pass. It'll go back to Mullen as kind of a track meet has ensued and continues now. Gracie with the basketball for Mullen. Tosses it ahead to Bernie. Gives it back to Gracie between the rings. Goes left side to Licking. Licking throws it down on the left side to Bernie. Goes glass and scores against the defense of Kagan Wattoon. That was far from easy. Gracie Brennan up the middle of the floor. The freshman, a stutter step. Goes on the right side, but left it off the side of the rim. Rebound to Mullen, and a foul called on South Loup's Tyra Brestel.
That's going to be her second.
South Loup with the pressure, full court. Mullen breaks it and gets it into the front court. Gracie with it between the rings, threw it away into the hands of Brestel. South Loup coming back the other way. Brestel keeps the dribble alive, goes up the right side, missed the shot, but she's fouled and will shoot 2.
I think they're going to get that foul on Abigail Gracie.
Shot does not go for Brestel. The senior will get a look at another as Jimmy Fletcher makes her first appearance in the game. 5'4" junior comes in as Brestel didn't make contact with the rim. It'll be Mullen basketball. Gracie with the basketball, dribbling against Nelcha Rife, threw it over to the far side of the floor, near side for you video viewers. It was last touched by Mullen. It'll be South Loup basketball. An official couldn't get anyone to come over to inbound it. Now he's got someone over there. Brestel throws it over to Rife. Rife on the right side block. Got caught in a peculiar situation. Put up the shot, missed it. Now a scrum under the hoop and a jump ball will give it back to Mullen. 1:50 to go in the ball game. Inbound, tapped out of bounds. Be a sideline inbound this time for Mullen.
Tells you a lot about these two teams, though. They're all about pressure. And even the JVs out here are pressuring.
Gracie with the basketball. Mullen's got to get moving and get into the front court. They do with the dribble of Bernie. Has it on the left-hand side. Off to Licking. Cut off, throws it inside, shooting and scoring. It's Macy Walls, a freshman, gets into the scorebook. Gracie Brennan up the left-hand side of the floor, dribbles through the lane, puts it up, missed it. Rebound to Mullen. 1:12 to go here in the fourth. Licking throws it ahead to Gracie. Gracie, right side, short corner. Shot wouldn't go. Fight for the rebound is won by Brestel of South Loup. Throws it ahead to Rife. Rife up the right-hand side of the floor. Tried to get a shot off, but knocking it down was Bernie. Goes inside to Wattoon. Out to Rife. Nice shot fake. Shoots it from the right side. Missed everything. Weak side rebound to Callie Licking. 43 seconds remaining. Ball hits the back of the head of Diebler. Turn back over to South Loup. Brennan with the dribble, spins, gives it out to Reif. Reif tries to throw it inside from the short corner, would not get there, and Mullen takes away the turnover. Abigail Gracie into the front court to Licking, and I think Mullen's just going to be comfortable in running this one out as the shot clock is off, and the game clock is approaching 10 seconds. Licking has it poked away. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Broncos.
Two more new players in for South Loup.
Keelan Wattoon and Cora Daly into the game for the final 9 seconds as Gracie tosses it in. Now in the corner, it's Diebler. Had it taken away. They throw it ahead, and now a desperation heave falls short from Keelan Wattoon as time expires on this one. A 68-29 victory for the Mullen Lady Broncos. They improve to 14-4, while South Loup falls to 0-15. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the final numbers for you in this girls game, and then we'll get you ready for the boys contest, the second half of our doubleheader on KBBN Radio and Sand Hills Express Video.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement. TJ welcomes your calls at 308-730-3056. He's ready to hit the road in Custer County and the surrounding area to bring quality workmanship to your commercial or residential project. Cheer loud for our local student athletes. They are the world's future difference makers. Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement hopes you enjoy the broadcast and encourages your continued support of the area teams.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Quick Stop. With 27 locations open 24/7, you know when you see a Quick Stop, you can refuel your vehicle and yourself anytime. They serve fresh-made crispy, crunchy chicken and Piccadilly pizza. If it's a cool treat you're after, try for real shakes and smoothies or gourmet Frazzle slushes. Going to visit Quick Stop regularly? Pick up a rewards card and start saving today. Quick Stop, 27 locations to serve you, including right on the highway in Mullen. Happy to bring you this sports radio action.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Travis and Jessica with Hampton Well Drilling. When they're not cheering on the Mullen Broncos, you'll find them helping their customers get the water flowing. Whether that's a house well, a solar well, pipeline, or workout among your cattle, Hampton Well Drilling is ready to get to work for you. Give them a ring at 308-546-7278. Hampton Well Drilling, happy to bring this broadcast featuring the Mullen Broncos to the airwaves.
Need top-notch physical therapy? St. Hills Physical Therapy is there for you. With physical therapist Nikki Gracie and assistant Meg Seeley on board, your care has never been better. Open Monday and Wednesday 8 to 3:30, Tuesday 1 to 5, and Friday 8 until 2, or by appointment. It's easy to fit PT into your week. St. Hills PT is proud to support the Mullen Broncos and bring this broadcast to you. Visit sandhillspt.com or call today to schedule an appointment. That's St. Hills Physical Therapy. Your health, your team.
A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is proud to support our local student athletes and help bring you the action when you can't be there in person. When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 are kind of like mechanical wizards, just with wrenches instead of magic wands. Trust them. You'd much rather they have a wrench than a magic wand. They'll have your car running smoothly and get you back on the road in no time. Stop by 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. Call 308-848-2542 or click A1AutoRepairInc.com.
Welcome back to Arnold, where Mullen improves to 14-4 in the girls' game, a victory of 68-29 over the Bobcats of South Loup. Larry's got a look at some of your final numbers.
Well, it was Riley Hagelin that led the way here tonight. She had 24 points, 19 of those coming in the first half. Also in double figures, Haley Donahoe. She ended up with 15 in the game. 9 on the night for Bryn McCulley, 8 for Jenna Donahoe. Also in the scoring column tonight, 6 points for Chloe Newman off the bench, 2 points off the bench for Macy Walls, and 2 for Brecken Burney. Take a look at South Loup. They have 1 player in double figures That was Cameron Kramer. She ended up with 10 to lead the way. 7 points for Gracie Brennan off the bench. 4 points each for Aaron Fitzgerald, Jade Bierman, and then 2 points on the night for Emma Stahlbomber. Looking at the team stats, Mullen did a great job shooting free throws. 11 of 14 on the night. South Loup the other way, they were 1 of 8. Rebounds, the edge went to the Lady Broncos, 34 to 28. And on turnovers, South Loup turned it over 37 times. Mullen turned it over 27 times. So once again, your leading scorers, Riley Hagelin with 24, Haley Donahoe with 15. And for South Loup, it was Cameron Kramer with 10. Final score, Mullen gets the win over the Lady Bobcats, 68-29.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. And we get ready for the second half of our doubleheader against South Loup and Mullen. We'll get you ready for that broadcast coming up here soon on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video. While you're here, folks, encourage you to follow our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Lots of sports coming your direction here in the next couple of weeks as we round out the winter sports season. We'll take a break. Boys game coming your direction next.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season and is very proud of the young men and women that live in Central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
The Callaway District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, are proud of the South Loup Bobcats. New patients are always welcome. They understand that healthcare is evolving and are committed to providing local access to high-quality care by continuing to invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology. Their specialty is primary care. Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics cheering on the South Loup Bobcats.
Sandhills Golf Club is proud to help bring coverage of the Mullen Broncos to your radios. They are very proud of the team and what they work to accomplish in competition and in the classroom. Sandhills Golf Club is home to a one-of-a-kind golf experience in North America, with beautiful sandhills and a challenging yet enjoyable course. Wishing the Mullen Broncos the best of luck in sponsoring this broadcast, Sandhills Golf Club.
The staff at South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all the area athletes and are pleased to be a part of the South Loup Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members. Stop in and talk to them today. South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway, knowing you by name, not just a refill number.
Agribest Feeds of Callaway is your source for all things ranching. They have what you need as calving comes around, including ear tags, vet supplies, windscreens, go lights, milk replacer, Royal Heat calf warmers, and more. They also carry Powder River and Charter livestock equipment, and their Sweet Pro lick tubs, Fresh Start, and Redmond Salt provide your animals with the outstanding nutrition they need. Check out their new Room and Edge livestock tubs behind the Community Center in Callaway or at 836-2298. Agribest Feeds of Callaway.
Mullen Auto and Diesel may be at 504 2nd Street in Mullen, but people come from all around with their concerns about their vehicles. From tractor overhauls and general repair, all the way to diesel performance and tuning, they can do it all at Mullen Auto and Diesel. When your car runs like number 2, they are number 1. Call Josh at 546-0569 with your questions or to schedule the service you need. Mullen Auto and Diesel, proud to help sponsor this sports broadcast.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated Superfast Broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
Welcome back to Arnold. South Loup and Mullen boys game coming your direction soon. Brought to you by Rocks Underground, the Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, St. Hills Golf Club, South Loup Community Pharmacy, Agribest Feeds, Mullen Auto and Diesel, Consolidated, Govier Brothers Mortuary with the Arnold and Mullen Funeral Homes, Arnold Insurance Agency, Mills Hardware and Feed, Dayspring Bank, Rain Dance Repair, Outpost Feed Supply, Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement, Quick Stop of Mullen, Hampton Well Drilling, St. Hills PT, and A1 Auto Repair. Also brought to you by these sponsors you hear on every single high school and Huskers broadcast on KBBN Radio. Rise Rehab and Performance, Central Nebraska Diesel, Broken Bow Dental, Shelter Insurance, Rod's Body and Paint, Agland ATV, Palmer Monument, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Nebraska State Bank, Arrow Seed, High Street Insurance and Financial Services, Trotter Service, Grocery Cart, Gateway Motors, Custer Federal State Bank, Duda Plumbing, Geared for Sports, Team Physical Therapy, Justin Thompson Agency, and Meade Lumber. Coming into this game, the South Loup boys with a record of 6-10. The Mullen boys right at an even 500 with a record of 8-8. South Loup has not played since the MNAC Conference Tournament, where they last won against Arthur County by a score of 74-45. Mullen last played against Wallace, a 14-5 squad that defeated them by 9 points. That was coming off of a game against 15-3 and C2 team Valentine, where they lost by 50 points. So it's been tough sledding against really tough opponents for Mullen here the last couple of games on the 3rd and the 5th. But you look back to who they played before that. On the 26th of January, South Loup and Mullen actually faced off against each other in that opening round of the MNAC tournament, and it was a 7-point victory for the Mullen Broncos. So could be a pretty close game here in Arnold in that MNAC rematch, which was a 59-52 victory for the Mullen Broncos last time. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the game ahead between South Loup and Mullen on KBBN and Sand Hills Express.
This sports broadcast is being brought to you in part by Govier Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home. For over 60 years, Govier Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home have served Central Nebraska. Through the entirety of their years, putting families first has always been their motto. Enjoy this high school sports broadcast brought to you by Govier Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home. Reach them at 1-800-354-6340 or visit GovierBrothers.com.
Supplying their customers with quality companies and service that will allow them the comfort of knowing that Arnold Insurance Agency cares about their financial well-being. That's the mission of Arnold Insurance Agency. They're proud to help fellow Nebraskans prepare for the unexpected. With locations in Arnold, Brady, Cozad, Grant, Mullen, and North Platte, go see their family to take care of yours. Visit them online at arnoldins.com or stop by. Arnold Insurance Agency, proud to help bring you this sports coverage featuring our amazing area student athletes.
Your local Milwaukee tool connection is Mills Hardware in Arnold. To put it simply, Milwaukee leads the industry in durability and performance, and there's plenty of it to see at Mills Hardware. The display is 350 feet long and 5 aisles. Simply put, the selection and knowledge you'll get when you choose Mills Hardware is going to be top-notch. Mills Hardware in Arnold, proud to be the area's premier Milwaukee connection.
Your friends and neighbors at Dayspring Bank, formerly First State Bank of Mullen, are proud to support the Mullen Broncos on the road. For those of you who can't be at the game, whether your family is growing, you're starting a business, or you've been farming or ranching for generations, Dayspring's bankers get to know you personally and create custom solutions to help you reach your goals. Dayspring Bank, for whatever the day brings. Member FDIC.
Rich Runlet with Rain Dance Repair, proud to be your local connection for Beehive pivot monitoring and control systems, as well as soup cup bins. Whether you're needing to get your augers up to date and bins repaired or need a new system, Rain Dance Repair can help. If you haven't heard about Beehive Smart Connected Technology, give Rich a call. He'll get you set up for monitoring and control of your pivots without subscription fees, while also saving time and money. Call Rich at Rain Dance Repair at 870-4455, your local Soup Cup and Beehive Ag Connection.
Cheer on the Mullen Broncos with the Outpost Feed Store in downtown Mullen. They have everything you need for your ranch and more. From Hubbard Feeds and Minerals, Vinelix tubs and range cubes to custom grain mixes and animal health products, they have you covered. Need haying or fencing supplies? They have net wrap, baling twine, hedge, creosote, and metal posts, plus wire and work gloves. Plus dog and cat food, bird seed, and even lumberjack grilling pellets. Stop by or call 308-546-2257. Outpost Feed Store, supporting the Mullen Broncos and thanking all their customers for their continued support. Welcome back to Arnold. South Loup 6-10, hosting the 8-8 Mullen Broncos. Let's talk a little bit about the players on the floor that we'll be seeing here tonight. We'll start with the visiting Mullen Broncos. Several different places they can go for their scoring. The main guy they like to get involved early and often is Jacob Walker. Averages 14 points and 7 rebounds per game. Ben Werner joins him in double figure scoring with about 11 a game. Alex Werner puts in 7 a game. Nick Gonzalez with 6, and Brandon Harden puts in 4 per game. But really, any of those 5 guys can have a great night scoring to lead the Mullen Broncos, as their offense just kind of centers around sharing the basketball and playing good team basketball. And that's why those 5 guys just kind of share the basketball really, really well. And Mullen is a tough squad to get a win against. Rebounds a game, as we mentioned, Jacob Walker with 7. It's another indicator of how fundamentally sound Mullen is. They've got 5 players with 4 or more rebounds per game on average this season. Jacob Walker, in addition to leading the team in points and rebounds, also leads them in assists with about 3 a game. On the other side of the floor is the South Loup Bobcats, 6-10 on the season. They've got 3 guys that average double figures per game. Crew Wattoon with 16, Dylan Pandorf with 15 a game, and Connor Paulson with 11. So any of those 3 guys, you wouldn't be surprised to go out and see lead this team in scoring. The problem, if you want to call it that, is that no other scorers on this South Loup squad score over 3 points per game. Rebounding per game, Crew Wattoon averages a double-double, also pulls down 10 boards in addition to his 16 points a game. Dylan Pandorf, 6 rebounds a game. Hudson Vickers off the bench with 5 a game, and Connor Paulson from his guard position pulls down 3 boards a game, while also leading the team in assists per game with 5. He likes to get his teammates involved in addition to scoring 11 points per game himself. Timeout on KBBN right now, and when we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups and thank our wonderful video sponsors helping bring this video broadcast to you on Sandhills Express Video. Thank you so much for tuning in to Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement. TJ welcomes your calls at 308-730-3056. He's ready to hit the road in Custer County and the surrounding area to bring quality workmanship to your commercial or residential project. Cheer loud for our local student athletes. They are the world's future difference makers. Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement hopes you enjoy the broadcast and encourages your continued support of the area teams.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Quick Stop. With 27 locations open 24/7, you know when you see a Quick Stop, you can refuel your vehicle and yourself anytime. They serve fresh-made crispy, crunchy chicken and Piccadilly pizza. If it's a cool treat you're after, try for real shakes and smoothies or gourmet Frazzle slushes. Going to visit Quick Stop regularly? Pick up a rewards card and start saving today. Quick Stop, 27 locations to serve you, including right on the highway in Mullen. Happy to bring you this sports radio action.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Travis and Jessica with Hampton Well Drilling. When they're not cheering on the Mullen Broncos, you'll find them helping their customers get the water flowing. Whether that's a house well, a solar well, pipeline, or workout among your cattle, Hampton Well Drilling is ready to get to work for you. Give them a ring at 308-546-7278. Hampton Well Drilling, happy to bring this broadcast featuring the Mullen Broncos to the airwaves.
Need top-notch physical therapy? St. Hills Physical Therapy is there for you. With physical therapist Nikki Gracie and assistant Meg Seeley on board, your care has never been better. Open Monday and Wednesday 8 to 3:30, Tuesday 1 to 5, and Friday 8 until 2, or by appointment. It's easy to fit PT into your week. St. Hills PT is proud to support the Mullen Broncos and bring this broadcast to you. Visit sthillspt.com or call today to schedule an appointment. That's St. Hills Physical Therapy. Your health, your team.
A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is proud to support our local student athletes and help bring you the action when you can't be there in person. When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 are kind of like mechanical wizards, just with wrenches instead of magic wands. Trust them. You'd much rather they have a wrench than a magic wand. They'll have your car running smoothly and get you back on the road in no time. Stop by 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. Call 308-848-2542 or click A1AutoRepairInc.com.
Brr, the chilly season is here. No need to be wearing a stocking hat inside. Talk to them at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow and get your home's insulation upgraded. Not only will you keep the cold outside in the winter, you'll also have a more efficient, clean, and healthy home. At Mead Lumber, they do their very best to accommodate you with information on your project. Check out the awesome resources they offer at meadlumber.com as well. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. Visit them today on East Highway 2.
We're about 4 minutes away from the tip of this boys basketball game between South Loup and Mullen. We want to thank the video sponsors that are helping bring extra equipment and personnel to the gym here in Arnold to bring this broadcast to your television, your laptop, your tablet, or your phone. Thank you to the Market and Mill of Anselmo, Downey Drilling, the Garden Center, the Callaway District Hospital with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, Mead Lumber of Broken Bow, 450 Ag, Colligan, H&R Block, Insurance of the Heartland, Palmer Monument, Agland ATV, Nebraska State Bank, Grocery Cart, BD, and the Callaway Market. Throughout this broadcast, you will hear timeouts brought to you by the Dairy Queen of Broken Bow. That is an opportunity for you to plan your next trip to Dairy Queen for a delicious blizzard for the season, traditional sundaes, cones, and shakes, or hot burgers, chicken strips, fries, cheese curds, and more. You can visit them on West Highway 2 in Broken Bow. Let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineups brought to you by your friends at Four County Heating and Air. Owners Brian and Austin serve the area with more than 20 years of combined experience in the industry. Call them for a free estimate and timely service. Four County Heating and Air in Broken Bow at 308-872-2258. We'll start with the visiting Mullen Broncos. They'll go this way. Brandon Harden is a junior standing 5'11". Alex Werner, a senior, also 5'11". Ben Werner is a sophomore standing 5'8". Jacob Walker, a senior, standing 6'2". And Nicholas Gonzalez, a junior, standing 5'8". Brad Wright is the head coach of the Broncos. He is assisted by Derek Hanks. Now the starting lineup for the South Loup Bobcats. Tyson Shacker is a sophomore, standing 5'9". Dylan Pandorf, 6'3" and a senior. Connor Paulson, the senior guard, 5'9" in the starting lineup, as is junior Malachi Neff, standing 6'3". Crew Watoon down inside, pulling down rebounds and scoring off the glass. He's a senior, standing 6'3". Jeff Cole is the head coach of the Bobcats. He is assisted by Mike Waverka and Travis Sherbeck. We'll take one last break. When we come back, the tip headed your direction. It's South Loup and Mullen on KBBN Radio and Sand Hills Express Video.
Life's better when you're under our roof because we can help you choose insurance to help protect what matters most. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family could have the help they need to continue to pursue their dreams. Contact Justin at the Justin Thompson Agency at 872-5252 today.
American Family Insurance.
Products not available in all states. American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Team Physical Therapy, they know staying in the game is your top priority. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, and Gothenburg, they're proud to support local athletes with expert care and personalized rehab. Reach them at 872-5111. Whether you're recovering from an injury or working to improve your performance, their team is dedicated to helping you get back stronger and faster. Reach out to Team Physical Therapy at 872-5111 or visit myteampt.com. Enjoy the broadcast brought to you by Team Physical Therapy.
It's easy to forget things. You know, where you put your keys, what you were about to say, the name of someone you've known forever, why you walked into a certain room. So we won't give you a too hard of a time for forgetting that Geared for Sports has Twisted X footwear. Now is the perfect time to remember because they're 25% off. Plus, with a purchase, you're entered in a drawing for a free pair. Shop styles for children, men, and women. Plus, your purchase gets you entered in the Chambers Grand Prize Love Local drawing. Geared for Sports on the Square in Broken Bow.
Thinking about a remodel or planning a new build this year? Now's the time to get your projects on the schedule with Duda Plumbing. Scott and Colton handle full remodel plumbing, new construction installs, and professional sewer video inspections to spot issues before they become surprises. They serve Broken Bow and surrounding communities with dependable, detail-driven service, plus septic plumbing when needed. Don't wait until everyone's booked. Call Duda Plumbing today, where they do the plumbing.
A new year means new plans and a fresh start for your savings. At Custer Federal State Bank, we believe hard work deserves a safe place to grow. Whether you're saving for the farm, the family, or the future, our savings accounts are built for folks who value trust, service, and hometown banking. Start the year off right with neighbors who know you by name. Stop by Custer Federal State Bank today or visit us online. Custer Federal State Bank, your hometown bank, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Starting lineups accomplished on the floor as we did for you here on the radio. Mullen in the Road Blacks and South Loup in the home whites. Jacob Walker and crew with Toon jumping up in the middle. The tip is won by South Loup. They'll work left to right for those of you on the video stream here tonight. Right to left will go the Mullen Broncos. These teams played in the MNAC tournament to within 7 points of each other, so wouldn't be surprised by a very competitive game here tonight. Neth hands it off to Paulson, 14 on the shot clock. Paulson missed the layup inside. Tough angle, had to come from behind the backboard. As we've got something on the floor here. Not sure what that is. Looks like a battery. This is a 9-volt battery. That's a new one for me. So they get that off of the floor, and Mullen takes possession. Yeah, that's how these kids have so much energy. They've found a way to run on electricity. They get it ahead to Harden. Now Walker. Walker drives around with Toon, goes baseline, scores it off the glass. Nobody stayed in front of Jacob Walker, and he took advantage.
He seems to find a way to just find a seam and make that work for him.
Watoon left wing into Pandorf, shoots it up. Couldn't get it to go, but he's fouled by Harden. He'll shoot 2 at the charity stripe.
That was a wonderful entry pass from Crew Watoon down to Dylan Pandorf. Got it right down where he needed it to turn and get the shot, but at least he drew the foul.
Pandorf's first, rattles out.
That foul was on Alex Werner, his first.
Oh, really? They called that on Alex, huh?
Yes.
Wow. Good thing I'm not officiating. Pandorf makes the second and halves the lead for Mullen. Walker with the basketball, keeps the dribble into the front court, holds it up, gives it to Ben Werner, now Gonzalez left side. Into Harden in the corner. Back out to Werner. That's Ben. Alex Werner waiting for the basketball at that high post. Instead, they get it to Harden. Gives it to a cutting Gonzalez. Missed the shot from the right block. Neff the defensive board. Paulson up the right-hand side to Shacker. Lobs it inside. Pandorf had it taken away by Ben Werner. Werner into the front court. Wattoon poked it away. Back the other direction. Pandorf out in front of everybody. Scores it off the glass. And South Loup takes their first lead of the game. Gonzalez with it. Right side. Mullen working against this pressure of South Loup. They throw it ahead to Alex Werner. Now center it with Walker. Toes up a three and hits it. 5-3 is the Mullen lead on the Alex Werner tray.
Yeah, it's Walker against Dylan Pandorf right now. They've got all the points.
Paulson with the right side. Touch pass into Wattoon. Tough angle. Scored it with the baby hook on the right block. We're knotted up at 5 points apiece. Alex Werner lobs it for Walker, picked off by Paulson, He goes glass and gets into the scorebook. 7-5 the South Loup lead as Gonzalez loses it out of bounds. Got a little bit ahead of himself, and it'll be South Loup basketball.
3 turnovers already on Mullen. And by the way, they put, right after I said Alex Werner was up there, they added the 1. So that first foul was on Jacob Walker.
Wattoon with it, just left of center to Neff. Now right side Paulson. Paulson looking inside at Pandorf. Has to go back around to Neff. Gives it back to Paulson. Resets a little bit. Left side it's Shacker. Ball above the head right in front of us. High post look opposite side to Neff to Wattoon. Fading shot for the lefty. Would not go. Pandorf, the rebound inside. First attempt wouldn't go. Tracks down another offensive board. Out to Tyson Shacker. Missed the 3. Ben Werner, the defensive board. Mullen trailing by 2. Walker with the basketball on the left-hand side. Up to Ben Werner. Right side Gonzalez. Kind of a loose trap coming in from South Loup. Alex Werner in the short corner. Threw it away. South Loup the other way with Pandorf. Gonzalez D'ing him up. Does well to control it. Gonzalez all over Pandorf. Close to a 5-second call. Gets it to Wattoon. Switches to the right hand. Shot would not go.
Didn't quite have the angle he wanted there.
Brandon Harden into the front court for Mullen. Gets it in the corner to Ben Werner. Up top to Walker. Skies high for it. Alex Werner, right short corner. Missed the 10-footer. Gonzalez, the offensive board. Ben Werner, left side 3 won't go. Shacker, the defensive board for South Loup. Paulson ahead, left side to Wattoon. Skips it over to Shacker. Cuts across the lane. Doesn't get the pass, though. Paulson keeps the dribble alive on the left-hand side. Up top to Wattoon. Lobs it in for Neff, but too high. It's Mullen basketball on the turnover.
Second turnover on the Bobcats here in the game.
Daniel Wright into the game for Mullen. In for the first time for South Loup comes Hudson Vickers. Walker with the basketball, has it poked away by Vickers, tracks it down though. Walker gets it back, dribbles in on the right side, and scores it against the defense of Neff.
He's got all 7 points, does Jacob Walker.
We're tied at 7 as South Loup works in the half court. Pandorf left side. One dribble to Neff, right side. Hands it off to Wattoon. Missed the layup. Good execution to that point by South Loup, though. Defensive board to Mullen. Harden underneath. Missed the reverse layup. Got his miss. Tries to work it out of there. It's poked away, but last touched by Harden. Turnover to South Loup.
That's going to be number 5 on Mullen here in the first 5 minutes.
Neff out for South Loup. In is Caleb Furrow, the 6'2 senior, the lone substitution. Vickers with it right side, lobs it to Pandorf, right side block, rises up and scores it over Harden to take a 2-point lead.
He's got 5 in the game.
Mullen working toward the front court. They get it to Walker. Furrow almost came away with it. Walker in the corner. Ben Werner, touch pass to Harden. Scoops it across to right. Now on the right side, a 3 goes up for Gonzalez. It won't fall. Wattoon, the weak side defensive board. Bobcats into the front court. Crew Wattoon takes it, kicks it out to Furrow. The lefty shoots a three, off the rim and out, and Vickers gets called for the foul on the weak side. Two hands in the back, shoving a Mullen Bronco out of his way.
This is going to be the first foul against the Bobcats.
Alex Werner back into the game. Walker will get a rare rest. I venture to guess we won't see him on the bench for long. Mullen working against that pretty tough Bobcats press. They put Wattoon and Pandorf up at the top of that press, and they've got long arms. They do break it right. A free throw line jumper won't go. Vickers the defensive board. Running the floor, Pandorf goes glass and scores. Got behind the Mullen defense and extends the South Loup lead. Harden ahead to Gonzalez, back to Harden. Dribbles it into the front court. The trap comes, Gonzalez to Werner. Alex Werner, reverse layup, goes down and pulls Mullen to within two. Paulson bumped, lost the basketball. Ben Werner comes away with it. Mullen looking to string together a couple of scores. Harden cuts through the right-hand side, blocked by Furrow. It'll stay Mullen's basketball under the basket.
Furrow did a good job of staying in front of him. The ball was low by Werner, and so when he put it up, that allowed Furrow to get that block.
A three in the corner goes down for Ben Werner, and it's a Mullen lead, 12-11.
Well, we saw him hit a big one last weekend in the consolation game of MDAC to win that game with 2 seconds to go.
South Loup basketball in the half court, trailing by one in what has been a close first quarter here in Arnold. Wattoon at the free throw line, shoots it up on the drive, would not go. A foul is whistled. We'll see who this one's on. Judging by his reaction, and it is confirmed to be on Daniel Wright. So Crew Wattoon to shoot a couple. The first falls short. Jacob Walker back into the game. Also making his first appearance for South Loup is freshman Jet Morgan. The second for Wattoon. Corrects the mistake and splashes it home. We're tied at 12. Only a couple possessions left. Walker dribbles into the front court. Oh, nifty dribbling. Lost his footing, though. Paulson jumps over the top of him. Ball goes out of bounds on the left sideline, and will stay with Mullen.
Yeah, it's good to see he got up. The way he went down was not normal.
Walker gives it to Ben Werner. Throws it to Wright. Tries to get it out to Walker. Wattoon picks it off out in front of everybody. Goes up and scores it. Switched hands midair to put that one over the rim. Ben Werner throws it ahead to Jacob Walker. Goes far side over to Alex Werner, but Wattoon, after scoring on the other end of the floor, shoots through the lane defensively and takes it out of bounds.
Did a good job of getting there late to recover and knock that one out.
Walker tosses it into Ben Werner, goes back in the corner. Walker shoots it up, going left, shooting with the right, won't go. Paulson the rebound, 10 seconds to go. Tracked down by Walker from behind, had it knocked out, but it'll stay Bobcats basketball with under 8 seconds to go, first quarter. Paulson tosses it into Wattoon. Jet Morgan with it on the left side, over to Pandorf. Takes a rare three, off the back rim and out as time expires. South Loup leads at 14-12 here in a tightly contested boys game. It's South Loup 14, Mullen 12 on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
Wait! Stop! This is not a drill. Gateway Motors just triggered a vehicle alert you need to hear. Select Chevrolet Equinoxes, Trax, Trailblazers, Nissan Altimas, Jeep Compass, and Toyota Camrys are all part of one exclusive promotion. Just $299 down, $299 a month with approved credit, and every one of them is tagged with the Gateway Motors Lifetime Powertrain Limited Warranty. There are only 10 vehicles available. When they're gone, they're gone. Look for the vehicles with the green dot on the windshield. That's how you know they're part of the deal. Get to Gateway Motors in Broken Bow. This is only while supplies last.
Having a party, celebration, tailgate, or watch party? Then you need to come and see us at the Grocery Cart. Between our amazing deals and GK Wine and Spirits, we'll help you treat your guests right. Start out with a meat and cheese tray or a Chester's chicken in the deli, or pick up a rack of smoked ribs. For drinks, our aisles at the GK Wine and Spirits are full with savings on your favorites. The Deli and GK Wine and Spirits, inside the Grocery Cart, Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Arnold. Pretty tightly contested like we thought it would be, Larry.
Yeah, we saw this game here a little over a week ago in the MNAC tournament on a neutral court in Dunning. And they were very close, good competitive game. Expected it again here tonight.
Mullen with the basketball out of the quarter break. Walker with the basketball on the left side. No looks it over to Alex Werner. Does well to control it. Now Hardin right wing. Up top to Ben Werner. Jump pass over to Walker. Working hard against Jet Morgan. Paulson tries to pick his pocket from behind, and on the second attempt is whistled for the foul.
That's only going to be his first. Not a lot of players with fouls, just 2 for each team.
Walker tosses it into Hardin. Centers it with Ben Werner to right. On the right free throw line extended. Now the right block. Walker out to Werner. Now Ben Werner left side off to Hardin. Zips one into Walker to right. Oh, blocked by Pandorf. Got an entire hand on that one. Mullen with 12 on the shot clock. Walker shoots it up, missed it. Fight for the rebound. A foul called on Alex Werner.
And now he'll pick up his first.
45 seconds gone here in the second quarter. South Loup with the basketball, leading 14-12. Glad to have you folks along, whether you're watching the Sandhills Express YouTube or Facebook page video stream or listening on KBBN radio. Connor Paulson, three-pointer from the top of the key won't go. Mullen the rebound. Walker up the left-hand side, dribbles around 2 Bobcats. To the free throw line, off to right. Right skips it over to Ben Werner. Ben, one dribble, off to Walker. In the corner, Hardin. Ball above the head, up top to Ben Werner. In system 3, would not go. Rebound brought down by Paulson. Paulson off and running. Spinning in the lane. Blocked from behind by Wright. Walker comes away with it. South Loup fans don't like it, but that was a clean block.
Boy, yeah, that was clean. That was all ball.
Hardin, high post to Wright. Wright working hard against Furrow. Turns, shoots, blocked the other direction. And Wright tracks down the block shot, though. Hardin, right side, takes a 3, missed it off the rim. Wright hustling to try to get the ball, but it goes out of bounds. And back to South Loup. Good hustle from these teams these first 2 minutes of this second quarter.
Yeah, not a lot of room for those players to maneuver over there, as that's the main entry into the gymnasium. But Gonzalez did a really good job of doing that.
Pandorf with it left side. Up top to Paulson, Jet Morgan on the right. Back to Paulson, left side Pandorf to Furrow, short corner. Up top to Paulson, now right side Morgan. Good ball movement here from South Loup. Furrow, high post, one dribble off to Pandorf. Dribbles around Alex Werner and scores it. 4-point lead for South Loup. Walker with the basketball. Dribbles it forward. Throws it ahead to Hardin on the left side. Tries to go across the lane. And coming away with it is Wattoon. Paulson ahead to Pandorf. And another transition bucket for South Loup.
Pandorf now in double figures with 11.
Lead is up to 6 for the Bobcats. Walker shoots it through to Gonzalez. Gonzalez tries to get it to right. And a kick ball off the toe of Pandorf.
And you go back to that last possession for Mullen, you almost felt like Crew Wattoon was baiting him to make that pass and then step in there and steal it.
Harden throws it up top to Walker, does well to pull it down. Goes left side to Alex Werner. Got it inside to Harden. Furrow, plenty aggressive inside there, commits the foul. And much to the disgust of Brandon Harden, who felt a certain type of way about it.
Caleb Furrow, I mean, yeah, there wasn't any doubt the official had a pretty good look at that one.
They gave him, pretty much gave him a hug from behind.
Yeah.
5 minutes on the second quarter clock. South Loup leads 18-12. Mullen with the basketball. Alex Werner off to Gonzalez. Walker in the corner. Double team comes in, keeps the ball high, and works it around to the other side of the floor. Mullen having to go to a lot of lob passes over this pressure of South Loup, and now Pandorf picks off a pass to Ben Werner. Goes up the right side. Euro step, goes glass and scores two. What a pretty looking move from Dylan Pandorf. And a Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout is called. South Loup leads it by 8, 20-12, 4:36 to go, second quarter.
Trotter Service on Highway 2 in Broken Bow is your trusted local source for all your auto repair and maintenance needs. From oil changes and tire sales to complete vehicle repairs, their skilled team offers honest, reliable service to keep your car running smoothly and safely. Whether it's routine maintenance or an unexpected repair, Trotter Service is dedicated to getting you back on the road quickly and with confidence. Trotter Service, your hometown automotive repair and tire store.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
Welcome back to Arnold. Timeout was called on the floor due to South Loup really putting some things together here in the second quarter. Defense truly leading to offense, Larry.
In the first 3 minutes, 24 seconds, it's Dylan Pandorf 6, everybody else nothing. It's been good defense, but Dylan Pandorf has been the benefactor of some nice plays, and he's been able to take it right to the hole.
We'll see what the set play is for Mullen out of the timeout. Harden with the basketball. Goes left side to Ben Werner. Now Walker in the corner. Skips it up top to Gonzalez. Back to Walker. Makes a little bit of headway. Goes glass and scores. The set play works for 2 points from Coach Wright. South Loup back in the half court. Shacker with it right side. Short corner to Pandorf. Throws it up top to Paulson. Now left side with Toon. Ball above the head. Skips it over to Shacker, who does the same thing. Gets it over to Pandorf just barely. Pandorf controls it, off to Paulson. Now gets it back. Three from the corner, would not go. Ben Werner the rebound. Trailing by 6, the Mullen Broncos trying to string some scores together. Walker with it, just right of center. Now Harden left side. Throws it from the corner to Walker on the right-hand side. Gonzalez with the bounce to the free throw line. Ben Werner got the two to rattle in.
He's got 5 now in the game.
Mullen to within 4. Little 4-0 scoring run here for the Broncos after the Coach Wright timeout. Connor Paulson, little head fake, plays catch with Pandorf. Now right side Shacker. Back to Paulson, left side Pandorf. Ben Werner goes for the pickoff this time, and a jump ball is called. Big time hustle play from Mullen's Ben Werner.
Boy, you're not very often you're going to hustle and take the ball away against Connor Paulson. He does that to everybody else.
Paulson with it left-hand side, takes the three-pointer, missed everything. Harden, the weak side rebound, had it knocked away by Wattoon, taken by Wattoon. Crew finds the angle on the left-hand side. How did he get over there to score that? 2:45 to go, second quarter. Mullen in the half court. Trapped in the corner, Alex Werner gets it out to Gonzalez. High post look to Harden. Back out to Werner in the short corner. Knocks it down from the right side. Back to a 4-point lead for South Loup. It's Bobcats basketball as they work the perimeter again. Shacker with it right side. They're trying to get it to Wittoon in the high post. Paulson pulls a three off the rim and out. Mullen the defensive board. We approach 2 minutes to go here, second quarter. Harden kept his foot down just barely and passed it away. Ben Werner left side, shoots it into Harden, kicks it out to Gonzalez. His three-pointer rims out. Neth the defensive board. Off to Paulson who wants to run. 2-on-4, doesn't matter. Floater in the lane from the free throw line goes.
These three seniors make it work for South Loup. They've got all the points in the game.
We talked about how they all scored double figures for South Loup. Nobody else on the South Loup team scores more than 3 points a game, so you can pretty much guarantee one of those three guys is going to be your main scorer, as the South Loup defense, Neff and Shacker, combine to tie up Alex Werner on the jump ball. Walker to key it in. Tosses it in, gets it back in the corner, missed the three. Neff battling for the rebound, yanks it away from Harden. Shacker up the left-hand side, off to Paulson, now right side Pandorf. Skips it over to Shacker. A little bit of a head fake, scoops it out to Paulson, who somewhat resets. Neff over to Paulson. Into Wittoon, but is picked off by Walker. Tosses it to Ben Werner. Skips it across to Gonzalez in the front court. Gonzalez, one dribble off to Walker. South Loup constantly making Mullen work with the basketball. Harden threw it away. Pandorf picked it off. Wittoon, like a receiver on a pass in football, took it down but ran out of headroom and threw it right back to Mullen. Harden with the basketball. Trapped. Gets it through to Walker. Walker in the corner. Ben Werner, a three. Left it short. Neff, another big defensive board. Here comes South Loup. Shacker to Neff. Gives it off to Paulson. Shot clock is off as we approach 10 seconds to go first half. Shacker with it right side. Skips it over to Paulson. Nice defense there from Gonzalez. Paulson pulls it down. Missed the shot. Rebound inside from Wittoon. The putback. Took the foul. As time expired, he'll have an opportunity at a big-time three-point play. He'll have to shoot it with nobody in the lane as he got it with time off the clock.
Great catch off that desperation shot by Paulson for Wittoon, and he completes the three-point play.
So a 9-point lead for South Loup. It was 6. It's now 9 after time expired, as Wittoon got the and one opportunity. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the halftime numbers with Larry. It's South Loup 27, Mullen 18 in the boys game on KBBN Radio and Sand Hills Express video.
Need a waterer for your livestock? Miraco models are waiting for you at Aeroseed in Broken Bow. Featuring one-piece body polyethylene construction, no sharp edges, tough durability, foam insulation, easy cleaning features, and a 5-year warranty, Aeroseed has models ranging from 4 to 70 gallons. You don't even need a wrench to access the valve area. Just one of several conveniences you'll learn about when you talk to Aeroseed in Broken Bow about Miraco waterers.
Nebraska State Bank is where hometown pride meets hometown banking. They're proud to offer a full range of personal and business banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home and agriculture loans, and convenient online mobile banking. Nebraska State Bank will help you score whether you're buying your first home, growing a business, or planning for the future. With branches in Broken Bow, Myrna, and Callaway, they are your trusted teammate. Enjoy the broadcast, brought to you by Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
February is Heart Health Month. Melham Medical Center wants to be sure you are heart healthy. We have 4 cardiologists that visit our specialty clinic on a regular basis. Dr. Fruling, Dr. Balwans, Dr. Dasuki, and Dr. Cookman. Save a trip out of town and make an appointment at Melham Medical Center with our cardiologist team right here at home. Call 308-872-4157 to schedule your appointment in the specialty clinic. We look forward to partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care.
Sargent Irrigation may work across the globe, but their heart is firmly planted in central Nebraska. They know it's the people here, hardworking, dedicated, and full of community pride, that make their success possible. That's why they proudly support both high school and Husker sports broadcasts. Whether you're cheering from the stands or tuning in at home, they're helping bring the excitement right to you. Enjoy the game, brought to you in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
We are here for you, no matter where it works best to meet. Hi, this is Liana with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. We may have closed our Broken Bow office, but that doesn't mean Lori and I aren't ready to hit the road to meet where it's most convenient for you. Whether that's your home, conference rooms, coffee shops, or a picnic table in the park, we'll bring our competitive, trusted coverage to you. You can also come by our Callaway office Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. until 5, or Fridays, 7:30 a.m. till noon, or call 836-2201 and let's talk so we can go to work for you at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
Is your home feeling like the Arctic or the Sierra? Taylor Heating and Cooling in Broken Bow has you covered. From furnace fixes to AC installs, ductwork remodels, and ventilation solutions, their skilled team keeps your comfort just right. No wrestling with the thermostat required. Don't let the weather boss you around. Call 308-872-6196 and let Taylor Heating and Cooling take control of your indoor climate today. Great athletes play with grit, heart, and integrity. At Palmer Monument in Broken Bow, those same qualities guide everything they do. Just as athletes push through the challenges to reach victory, Palmer Monument's team works with dedication to design meaningful, lasting memorials for your loved ones, crafted with pride and built to stand the test of time. They're committed to honoring every life with care and respect. Palmer Monument, designed with pride, sold with integrity, and always giving their very best, just like the athletes.
Welcome back to Arnold, where we had a tightly contested game. It was within 6 points or less. We were in 8 for a little while, but South Loup controlling a majority of the first half. They ballooned it to 3 more points by a Crew Watoon and one opportunity that Crew was able to capitalize on just as time expired. South Loup leads it 27-18 with a look at your scoring. Here's Larry.
All right, well, this won't take long. 6 players in the scorebook here in this first half, 3 for each team. For South Loup, they're led by a couple players in double figures. Dylan Pandorf, 13 on the night. 10 for Crew Watoon, with 3 coming on those right there at the buzzer with that putback, and then the foul and the free throw. 4 points on the night for Connor Paulson. For Mullen, they're led here tonight. Jacob Walker's got half the points with 9. The other 9 coming between the two Werners. Ben Werner with 5, 4 for Alex Werner. Turnovers, that's a huge story. Now, we talked about how big it would be last week for Mullen, how they dealt with this trapping zone that South Loup had. They only had 5 turnovers in that game last week that they won. They've got 9 here at halftime. South Loup, on the other hand, has 5 here at halftime. Rebounding edge goes to the Broncos, 14-10. And free throw shooting, there hasn't been a lot, but South Loup, 3 of 5 in the first half. Mullen has not shot a free throw in the game. So again, leading scorers Dylan Pandorf, 13 for South Loup, and Crew Watoon with 10. And leading the way for Mullen, Jacob Walker with 9. Halftime score 27-18, South Loup on top.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. We'll take another break. When we come back, second half action coming your direction on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express video.
Make 2026 unforgettable with a great deal on a new Polaris side-by-side or ATV from Agland ATV during the Polaris Start the Year Off-Road Sales event. We are restocked with new units for a new year and ready to pass on great deals. We also have a large lineup of pre-owned units that the guys are motivated to move. Let's get you out there in a new machine. Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow, Terms and conditions apply. Driver must be at least 16 years old with a valid driver's license to operate. Read, understand, and follow your owner's manual. All riders should take a safety training course.
Rod's Body and Paint delivers top-quality collision and paint services from their shop on the curb west of Broken Bow. Whether it's auto glass repair, dent and ding removal, or full collision restoration, their licensed and certified team offers free estimates, affordable pricing, and a lifetime paint warranty that you can trust. With decades of experience under their belt, they stand behind their word and their promise of satisfaction. Call 308-872-5346 today and talk to Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Find the award-winning service you need with Brent Custer in Broken Bow.
Broken Bow Dental is proud to cheer on the area student athletes. At their location on Highway 2 in Broken Bow, their state-of-the-art clinic blends cutting-edge dental care with a warm, personalized approach, because a confident smile supports success in and out of the game. From routine family dentistry to emergency treatment, they have you covered. Call 308-767-2002 to schedule an appointment at Broken Bow Dental. Be brilliant. Be bold.
Central Nebraska Diesel and Renke would like to take this moment to extend their thanks and appreciation to our brave men and women who serve our country through our armed forces. This gratitude also extends to our armed forces veterans for your sacrifice. The freedoms we enjoy today and the bright future we see tomorrow are due to your selfless service, and for this we offer our humble and sincere thanks. For all your mechanized irrigation needs, count on the professionals at Central Nebraska Diesel, who sell, install, and service a full line of reliable Renke systems. Stop in today to see how Central Nebraska Diesel and Renke can help get the most out of your irrigation water.
Life moves at the speed of light. Don't let pain put you on pause. At Rise Rehab and Performance, we believe everyone deserves to feel their best without pain holding them back. Whether it's recovering from an injury, managing chronic pain, or just getting back to doing what you love, our expert team is here to help take the first steps toward healing. Personalized care, cutting-edge treatments, and results that speak for themselves. Rise Rehab and Performance, 872-5800. We rehab, you recover, then rise.
Rocks Underground serves Central Nebraska with expertise in water and irrigation services. Need some help? Call Rocky Dockweiler at 870-3457. Rocky salutes the student athletes of the area and all the hard work they put in each and every season, and is very proud of the young men and women that live in Central Nebraska. Enjoy this broadcast, brought to you in part by Rocky Dockweiler with Rocks Underground in Oconto.
Welcome back to Arnold. 27-18 is the South Loup lead over Mullen. They led by 2 at the end of the first quarter, and now lead by 9 after outscoring Mullen 13-6 in the second quarter. So it's been a tight game, but Mullen would like to keep this single digits, wouldn't you think?
You would think. They've got to keep it close. This is a big possession, right, to start this second half. South Loup with a chance to make it a double-digit lead.
Shacker with the basketball, gives it up to Wattoon on the high post. Goes to the bounce, cut off on the left-hand block. Out to Paulson. Paulson, the runner, blocked. Gets it back, puts it up, and scores it. And he's fouled.
So really, when you think about this, going back to the first half, Mullen now has had 2 straight possessions where they haven't had a possession where South Loup in between has been able to almost complete a 3-point play.
Yeah, Paulson couldn't complete it like Wattoon did just before the half. Big offensive possession here for Mullen as they've fallen down by 11. It's a 7-point victory for Mullen the last time these two teams played. Harden, kind of an oh, look what I found here situation. Missed the shot on the right block. Taken away by South Loup. Paulson to Pandorf, left side, cuts through into the corner. Touch pass to him. Now Pandorf left to right. To Neff. Missed the layup. A break for Mullen. Broncos bring it back the other way. Walker on the left-hand side. To Gonzalez. Right in front of us. Now in the corner. Touch pass to Harden. Into Walker. Nice head fake around with Tooney goes for 2.
That puts Jacob Walker in double figures with 11.
Shacker skips it left side to Watoon. Pandorf tries to shoot it from the left block. Walker gets the miss. Jacob Walker with the bounce, lobs it ahead to Gonzalez. In the corner, it's Alex Werner. To a cutting Walker, scores 2 more. And a broken bow Dairy Queen timeout taken by South Loup as Mullen strings together a little run to pull to within 7 points.
The Callaway District Hospital, along with the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics, are proud of the South Loup Bobcats. New patients are always welcome. They understand that healthcare is evolving and are committed to providing local access to high-quality care by continuing to invest in the latest diagnostic and treatment technology. Their specialty is primary care. Callaway District Hospital and the Arnold and Callaway Medical Clinics cheering on the South Loup Bobcats.
Sandhills Golf Club is proud to help bring coverage of the Mullen Broncos to your radios. They are very proud of the team and what they work to accomplish in competition and in the classroom. Sandhills Golf Club is home to a one-of-a-kind golf experience in North America, with beautiful sandhills and a challenging yet enjoyable course. Wishing the Mullen Broncos the best of luck in sponsoring this broadcast, Sandhills Golf Club.
.6:25 to go here, third quarter. Mullen on a little bit of an offensive run. South Loup called the timeout. We'll see what Coach Cole drew up in that timeout. Shacker, a 3 from the right side. Left it long. It'll trickle out of bounds and stay with South Loup.
Yeah, I think it went off the fingertips of Brandon Harden.
Pandorf tosses it in to Paulson, cutting Watoon. Watoon shoots it from the left wing, from the left block rather. Goes out of bounds, touched by Mullen last again. Paulson calls out the play, slaps the basketball. Neff, right side block, missed another layup. Rebound, pulled out of there by Alex Werner. Wasn't going to touch it initially, then decided to. And it was out of bounds off of him. It would have been Mullen basketball. He just couldn't keep his hands off it. So again from the baseline, South Loup throws it up top to Pandorf. Paulson gets it back on the right side, drives, blocked from behind by Walker. Mullen trying to continue their offensive run. Gonzalez to Walker, kicks it out. Alex Werner hounded by Paulson. Paulson on the floor, several players on the floor, 5, 6 players on the floor, and the Bobcats come away with the ball.
That was just a regular old scrum.
Pandorf up the left-hand side to Paulson, now right side Shacker. Skips it all the way over to Pandorf, to Watoon, left block to Furrow, cutting through the lane. Missed the shot that he's fouled. Nice cut. Good, crisp offense from South Loup.
And they'll get Gonzalez on that foul.
Just his first. Furrow gets the friendly. That ball just went off the back of the rim and died. Fell through.
I thought, well, I got no better place to go. Let's go here.
Second one, he swishes. 2 for 2 that trip for Caleb Furrow off the bench. Back to a 9-point lead for South Loup. Walker ahead to Gonzalez. To Ben Werner. To Harden. Pump fake. Missed the shot. Fight for the rebound. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Mullen. And Harden visibly frustrated with himself for missing that shot. Ben Werner throws it up top to Harden. Takes a three-pointer. Missed it long. Rebound to Pandorf. Will dribble it forward against Gonzalez. Picks up the dribble, gives it off to Paulson. High post, touch pass from Furrow to Pandorf. Long three-pointer. Rebound defensively to Mullen. Gonzalez up the right-hand side of the floor, kicks it out to Hardin. Ben Werner left side, hit the three-pointer. 6-point lead now for South Loup.
He's pretty good at that three if he can get those feet squared.
Shacker throws it up top to Paulson. Pandorf left side with Toon. Short corner left side, missed it. Ben Werner the weak side board. Throws it ahead to Gonzalez. Gonzalez 1-on-3, shoots it off the glass, fight for the rebound, and a foul.
Yeah, Brandon Hardin's going to be called for going over the back.
Wright will come back in. Hardin will take a seat. With 4:25 to go third quarter. Mullen kind of hanging around a bit in this one. They were trailing by 9 at the half. Now trail by 6. Pandorf left side. Gives it to Paulson in the corner. Can't make the three. Walker the rebound. Paulson all over him. Gives it to Werner. Ben dribbles it into the front court, off to Walker. Trap comes in. Walker with the bounce. Lost it. Gives it off to Gonzalez. Now Alex Werner back to Gonzalez. Couple of head fakes. Wattoon slides the feet, stays in front of him. Mullen having to work extremely hard in this game against this defensive South Loup. Walker to Alex Werner. Had it knocked away and sent out of bounds. And I'll just say, he got mugged down there.
Yeah,
and there was no foul called. I'll certainly agree with Mullen on that one. There should have been a whistle.
Yeah, their bench is down in front of us. You could hear the oohs and ahs. Only 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Ben Werner had it knocked away. Ball on the floor taken away by South Loup. They say they could not grab possession quick enough. Shot clock violation. It'll be Bobcats basketball.
And really, that's kind of a big call because it looked like South Loup might have a breakaway.
Yeah, Mullen just fortunate that Connor Paulson could not control that basketball fast enough, because it might have been a leak-out layup. Pandorf left side, cut off by Gonzalez, out to Paulson, right side Shacker. Tyson takes one dribble, shoots up a 10-footer and goes. It didn't look like he wanted to do it, but he just kind of took one dribble forward and said, okay, I guess I'll shoot it, and he made it.
That's his first two.
Gonzalez on the right side to Walker. Now left side, Ben Werner. Oh, nice misdirection into right. Shoots it up in the lane and scored two. Nice offense there from Mullen to answer.
And Daniel Wright's first two.
Crew with two. Nice shot fake. Dribbles up the left-hand side. Shoots it through the arms of Wright. Missed it. Got his own board. Went back up with it. Wow. What a strong move inside. The board and the putback for Crew Wattoon. And now Paulson picks it off against Walker. Laid it up and in. South Loup 4 straight points. Gonzalez into the front court. Dribbles around Crew Wattoon. Lobs it in for Alex Werner. Offense moving a little bit too quick for Mullen to handle. And they turn it over. And Coach Wright wants to talk things over. Takes a Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout. The lead has ballooned to 10 for South Loup. They lead Mullen 37-27.
The staff at South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway is proud to be a sponsor of this sports broadcast. They support all the area athletes and are pleased to be a part of the South Loup Bobcat community. Their pharmacy provides knowledge on what is best for you and your family members. Stop in and talk to them today. South Loup Pharmacy in Callaway, knowing you by name, not just a refill number.
Agribest Feeds of Callaway is your source for all things ranching. They have what you need as calving comes around, including ear tags, vet supplies, windscreens, goat lights, milk replacer, Royal Heat calf warmers, and more. They also carry Powder River and Charter livestock equipment, and their Sweet Pro lick tubs, Fresh Start, and Redmond Salt provide your animals with the outstanding nutrition they need. Check out their new Room and Edge livestock tubs behind the Community Center in Callaway or at 836-2298. Agribest Feeds of Callaway.
South Loup led by 2 at the end of 1, by 9 at halftime, and they now lead by 10 here in the third quarter with 2:26 to go. They've just kind of slowly been working their way to a larger lead. Mullen has made runs in response, but South Loup's just kind of been able to keep them at an arm's length.
Yeah, Mullen was able to get it down to 2 possessions, but South Loup had 2 quick answers.
South Loup basketball. Paulson with it against Ben Werner. Skips it over left side. Now Wattoon, left side block. Makes a little bit of room, missed the shot. Furrow fighting for the weak side rebound, but it's off of his hands and out of bounds. Mullen musters a stop out of the timeout from their coach, Coach Brad Bright. Gonzalez with it, not into the front court yet. Now dribbles it there and traveled.
And that is going to be turnover number 14 on the Broncos.
You mentioned the last time these two teams played, it was only 5 turnovers for Mullen in a 7-point victory. They're down by 10 and have much more than that. The South Loup defense has ramped up. Wattoon clears some room against Wright, but missed the shot. Walker, the defensive board. Dribbles it forward. Throws it to Ben Werner. Brings it into the front court. Working against Wattoon and Pandorf, who he gives a few inches up to. Walker, nice move, kicks it in the corner to Harden, had his pocket picked, but picks up the ball. Gives it to Werner. Oh, shovels it through to Gonzalez. Missed the layup, though. Furrow the defensive board, and he's fouled. Good hustle there from Caleb Furrow on the board.
They're going to give that foul to Gonzalez, trying to get that ball back.
An opportunity for South Loup to extend their biggest lead of the game, with only a couple of possessions left here in the third. Paulson throws it over right side to Shacker. Tyson keeps a couple of dribbles, threw it away to Ben Werner. Out in the open floor, lays it up and through.
He's now in double figures. He's got 10.
Paulson, right side to Shacker. Same looking play here. Shacker, one dribble up top to Paulson, left side Pandorf. Ball above the head. Little pass fake over to Shacker on the right side. Skips it across, back over to Pandorf, to Furrow, out to Paulson. Connor spins in the lane, shoots the 5-footer, would not go. Caleb Furrow the rebound, had his putback blocked, saved it in though to Shacker. I don't know how he did, but Shacker drives in, out to Furrow. Free throw line jumper won't go. Ball tipped out, and a foul is called. As Shacker and Ben Werner were trying to track down the ball, they're going to get the foul on Mullen's Ben Werner.
And that's just his first.
So Tyson Shacker, the 5'9" sophomore, to the free throw line. Almost got the bounce, but it hit the front rim and went out on the first.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go in too.
Callan Wattoon comes into the game for the first time. Second one does not go. Gonzalez, the defensive board. Walker ahead to Gonzalez. To Ben Werner, cutting across the top of the key. Back to Walker, left side Harden. Shoots it into Wright, who couldn't control it. Turnover back to South Loup. Paulson into the front court. Does well to control it. Scoops it across the lane to Furrow, who was tied up with a jump ball. 9.7 to go here, third quarter.
Paulson was trying to draw a foul there and almost did.
Yeah, Wright was running up off of his hip into the front court. Ben Werner gets the basketball off to Walker into the front court. Walker driving around everybody, shoots it up and is fouled with only 3.4 remaining here in the third quarter. Might just be what the doctor ordered for Mullen here. An opportunity to pull a little bit closer with not much of an opportunity for their opponent before the fourth quarter.
Paulson's second foul, and by the way, that is the first free throw of the night for the Mullen Broncos.
And it was a make from Walker. 6'2" senior made the second as well. To within 7 goes Mullen. 6 points. Paulson lost the basketball as time expired. 37-31. It's been a game of runs. South Loup just kind of keeping Mullen at an arm's distance, but the Broncos not going away. They trail 31-37 to South Loup.
Mullen Auto and Diesel may be at 504 2nd Street in Mullen, but people come from all around with their concerns about their vehicles. From tractor overhauls and general repair, all the way to diesel performance and tuning. They can do it all at Mullen Auto and Diesel. When your car runs like number 2, they are number 1. Call Josh at 546-0569 with your questions or to schedule the service you need. Mullen Auto and Diesel, proud to help sponsor this sports broadcast.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated Superfast Broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
Mullen outscores South Loup by 3 there in the third quarter. They trail by 6. Their opponent has the basketball as we start the fourth. Shacker with it on the right side for the Bobcats of South Loup. Couple of dribbles in the corner. Touch pass up to Connor Paulson. Back to Shacker. Skips it all the way over to Pandorf. Tries to throw it up to Paulson, but the speedy Ben Werner picks it off. Off to Walker. Just left of center. Fast break is dead for Mullen, but they get the extra possession. Walker and Alex Werner play catch. They try to throw it into Ben Werner. South Loup gets a turnover right back. Connor Paulson back the other way. Shoots it up on the right side of the lane. Missed it, but it was fouled.
I think it's going to go on Jacob Walker. Would be his first.
The first for Paulson. Made it. 7-point lead for South Loup. His second rattles out. Gonzalez, the defensive board. Mullen brings it forward against what has been a tough South Loup defense. And now a timeout was awarded just before the over and back. Mullen was just in the process of throwing. Coach Wright had to call for it 3 times. He's lucky that it was awarded the 3rd time because the 4th would not have been good. Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout. We'll step away as well. South Loup 38, Mullen 31.
This sports broadcast is being brought to you in part by Govia Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home. For over 60 years, Govia Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home have served Central Nebraska. Through the entirety of their years, putting families first has always been their motto. Enjoy this high school sports broadcast brought to you by Govia Brothers Mortuary and the Arnold Mullen Funeral Home. Reach them at 1-800-354-6340 or visit GoviaBrothers.com.
Mullen basketball out of the timeout. Gonzalez being trapped, throws it in the corner to Harden, does well to control it, off to Ben Werner, left of center. To Gonzalez, right side, has it knocked out of bounds. It'll be Mullen basketball on the sideline. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Gonzalez top of the key to Walker, had it knocked away. Last off of Tyson Shacker of South Loup. Now a baseline inbound upcoming. Walker will key it in. He's handed the basketball, throws it up top to Ben Werner. Ben back to Walker. Fadeaway three-pointer off the rim and out. Neff back in there, pulls down the defensive board. Paulson into the front court. Enter it into Crew Watoon, missed it, got his own board, put it back up, was fouled on the putback attempt. It has not been as easy as it has been at times for Crew Watoon inside there against the defense of Mullen.
That's going to be the second foul on Alex Werner. And, yeah, right now it's troublesome inside trying to get points. Neither team has hit a field goal here in the fourth.
Watoon made the first, missed the second, fight for the rebound, and a foul called the other way. And this is on Crew Watoon trying to get his free throw miss.
That's just his first foul of the night.
Last time these two teams played, it was a 7-point victory for South Loup. Or the other way around, excuse me, for Mullen. South Loup trying to get their revenge, and they've looked good, forcing way more turnovers of the Mullen Broncos than they did last time. Ben Werner missed the shot. Defensive board to South Loup. Shacker with the right-hand side, lobs it over to Wittoon, skies high for it, shoots it in the lane, would not go. Hard in the defensive board. Ben Werner ahead to Alex Werner, brings it down on the right-hand side, searching for a teammate. Finds Harden in the short corner. Oh, the give and go. Alex Werner fouled on his way to the rim, and Coach Wright loves the execution of that play, resulting in free throws.
Connor Paulson got the foul, but he also made sure he didn't get the bucket. He forced a little bit of an alternate shot.
Shallow shot from Alex Werner goes in from the free throw line.
3 fouls on Connor Paulson now.
Werner's second rolls in, and Mullen is 2 within 6. 5:45 to go, fourth quarter. South Loup on top, 39-33 here on their home floor in Arnold. Shacker skips it over to Pandorf, cut off by Harden in the short corner. Spinning out to Paulson. Paulson had it taken away by Gonzalez. Gonzalez out into the open court. Paulson tries to get it back. And it's going to stay with Mullen as Paulson tried to grab the basketball before he established himself back in on the baseline. Harden to key it in. Looking up top, throws it to Jacob Walker. Walker gets it in the corner. Ben Werner missed everything. Alex Werner, the offensive board inside, missed the putback. Alex Werner, the board. Now Walker to Alex Werner, wide open underneath, scores 2. South Loup's defense just forgot about him.
Well, and a great assist by Jacob Walker. He saw him through traffic.
Mullen 2 within 4, battling hard here on the road in Arnold. Tyson Shacker with the right side, cut off by Gonzalez, tries to throw it up top to Paulson. No Mullen defender touched it. It's an over and back on the Bobcats as Paulson had to track it down in the backcourt.
9 turnovers now on the Bobcats.
Mullen storming back here in the fourth quarter. They trailed by 6 at the end of the third. They're 2 within 4 now. Gonzalez in the corner to Harden, tries to get it to Walker on the high post. It's picked off. South Loup the other way. Pandorf on the lob, would not go, partially blocked by Walker. Off to Ben Werner the other direction, to Alex Werner. 15-footer goes! Mullen is 2 within 2 points.
He's now in double figures with 10.
And a Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout taken by Coach Cole and the Bobcats, trying to hold off the Broncos here in Arnold. Back after this.
Supplying their customers with quality companies and service that will allow them the comfort of knowing that Arnold Insurance Agency cares about their financial well-being. That's the mission of Arnold Insurance Agency. They're proud to help fellow Nebraskans prepare for the unexpected. With locations in Arnold, Brady, Cozad, Grant, Mullen, and North Platte. Go see their family to take care of yours. Visit them online at arnoldins.com or stop by. Arnold Insurance Agency, proud to help bring you this sports coverage featuring our amazing area student athletes.
Your local Milwaukee tool connection is Mills Hardware in Arnold. To put it simply, Milwaukee leads the industry in durability and performance, and there's plenty of it to see at Mills Hardware. The display is 350 feet long and 5 aisles. Simply put, the selection and knowledge you'll get when you choose Mills Hardware is going to be top-notch. Mills Hardware in Arnold, proud to be the area's premier Milwaukee connection.
Well, you blink, and a 6-point lead is down to 2 as Mullen has been able to grind their way right back into this one. They'll be on defense as we get underway with the final 4 minutes and change of the fourth, as a foul is called on Alex Werner on the post entry to Wittoon.
Yeah, he really didn't give him a chance to come down. So that's going to be his third foul. He's picked him up kind of here in a hurry.
Paulson to key it in. Slaps the basketball. Lobs it to Wattoon, but too high. Ben Werner comes away with it. Speeds ahead of all the Bobcats. Had it swiped away by Vickers, who's called for the foul. Very, very bang play. Very well could have been clean, but more often than not, when the official is halfway trailing the play like that, you kind of got to go with your percentages. The opportunity to get that ball away cleanly is a smaller percentage than committing the foul. So the foul call comes, and Ben Werner knocks down the first free throw. The second ties it at 39 apiece.
Mullen didn't have a free throw in the first half. They're 6 of 6 here in the second half.
Much lower scoring game than the last time these two teams played. Crew Wattoon, right side short corner, trapped, dribbles out of it, blocked by Walker, and a foul call comes. Walker doesn't like the call, and I kind of might be there with him on it. That looked like a pretty good block on Crew Wattoon.
It was a block, and it was called on Daniel Wright on the other side.
Okay, all right.
I had to agree that was a very good block.
Yeah, Walker's protest did kind of end suddenly once he realized the foul was not on him. Wattoon made the first free throw. His second does not go. Furrow, the offensive board, couldn't get the putback, but got another board. Throws it to Wattoon, goes up, missed it. Got another board, and a whistle comes, and a foul is called as Wattoon trying to go up for another shot.
3 offensive possessions, or 3 offensive boards on that possession, and they get back to the line, and that's going to be foul number 3 on Nicholas Gonzalez.
So Wattoon back to the free throw line. Misses the first. And Mullen just holding their breath, hoping that no damage is done by South Loup on this trip to the line.
And they're now also in the bonus the rest of the way.
Wattoon makes the second. Yeah, that is huge. With almost half of the quarter to go. Walker lost the dribble, throws it ahead to Wright, but over his head. Would have been a layup if Wright was able to track that one down. But Mullen throws it away. They'll fall back on defense, trailing by 2 here in the fourth. Paulson, left side to Pandorf. Gets it back in the corner. Tosses it back to Dylan. Dylan Pandorf, a couple of dribbles. The trap comes from Mullen. Passes out of it. Paulson on the right side. Skips it over to Vickers. To Pandorf. Paulson, right side. Vickers, left side short corner. Back out to Pandorf. Fake the 3. Dribbles to the right. Stops at the free throw line. Out to Paulson. A three-pointer goes! 44-39, the South Loup lead. Mullen back in the front court. Gonna need some points. Tied it up at 39 apiece. It's been all South Loup since then. Walker tries to split a double team and is fouled.
And by the way, that 3-point shot there by Paulson, that's the first made 3 of the night for the Bobcats. And Paulson now in double figures with a dozen.
The 44-39 game, the last time these two teams met, they scored in the mid to upper 50s. Harden tries to enter it in to Walker. A lot of traffic down there. Turnover. Mullen. Vickers tries to do the same thing on the other side and has it slapped back at him. Vickers with it right side to Furrow in the lane. Kicks it out. Wattoon, 10-foot jumper goes. Give the assist to Caleb Furrow, who's feeling it as he runs back on defense. Harden into the front court, off to Walker. Left side, Ben Werner. Trap comes in, throws it over to Gonzalez on the right side. Gonzalez to Walker, left side. Drives in. Cut off by a triple team. To Gonzalez, to Alex Werner. Long 2. It goes. And a timeout taken by Coach Wright. Brought to you by the Dairy Queen of Broken Bow. South Loup 46, Mullen 41, 2:16 to go here in the fourth on KBDN.
Your friends and neighbors at Dayspring Bank, formerly First State Bank of Mullen, are proud to support the Mullen Broncos on the road. For those of you who can't be at the game, Whether your family is growing, you're starting a business, or you've been farming or ranching for generations, Day Springs bankers get to know you personally and create custom solutions to help you reach your goals. Day Spring Bank, for whatever the day brings. Member FDIC.
Jack Simpson behind the camera, Larry Cotner to my right. I'm Jeremy Scheidt. Thanks so much for tuning into this video and radio broadcast from Central Nebraska Sports Source, KCNI KBBN Radio Broken Bow. South Loup with the basketball with a 5-point lead. They have led for most of this game. We were tied at 39 recently. South Loup working the half court. Paulson with it on the right-hand side, makes a little room, missed the shot, hard in the defensive board. Mullen gets the stop, but Paulson picks off the pass up the floor. Wattoon now into Pandor, fouled by Harden. Doesn't like the call, but he was pushed up in the back of Dylan Pandorf.
That's going to be the 4th on Brandon Harden. And by the way, that turnover, that is number 20 on Mullen tonight.
It was a very sneaky one from Connor Paulson. And the result of it is Dylan Pandorf at the free throw line as he makes the first and extends the South Loup lead back up to 6.
Dylan was the leading scorer at halftime with 13 points. That's his first second half point.
Pandorf missed the second. Gonzalez the defensive board. Minute 45 to go. South Loup trying to get revenge for a 7-point loss suffered at the hands of the Mullen Broncos earlier on this season. Ben Werner, a 3 from the left side, would not go. Wattoon, the weak side rebound for South Loup. Paulson walks it forward against Gonzalez. Into the front court. Hands it off to Furrow, right side Vickers. Now they get it into Furrow. Missed the layup. A perfect opportunity and awesome offense there from South Loup. Jacob Walker the other way, shoots through contact, and will shoot 2 from the free throw line.
Almost got that shot to go as well. That foul will go on Dylan Pandorf, just his first.
This one far from over for the Mullen Broncos. They're only down by 6, a minute 11 to go. And they can put the pressure on South Loup by driving to the rim and putting the pressure on the officials as well to blow that whistle so they can shoot free throws with the clock stopped. Walker goes 2 for 2. That's a good start.
Well, they're perfect at the line.
Mullen 2 within 4, and Paulson is tripped from behind by Gonzalez and fouled.
And now that's 4 on Nicholas Gonzalez.
Paulson kind of favoring his right leg a little bit as a timeout is taken by the South Loup bench. Brought to you by the Dairy Queen of Broken Bow. A minute 6 to go here in the fourth quarter. South Loup leads it 47-43 here in Arnold.
Rich Runlet with Rain Dance Repair, proud to be your local connection for beehive, pivot monitoring, and control systems, as well as soup cup bins. Whether you're needing to get your augers up to date and bins repaired or need a new system, Rain Dance Repair can help. If you haven't heard about Beehive Smart Connected Technology, give Rich a call. He'll get you set up for monitoring and control of your pivots without subscription fees, while also saving time and money. Call Rich at Rain Dance Repair at 870-4455, your local Soup Cup and Beehive Ag Connection.
Welcome back to Arnold. Connor Paulson to the free throw line. Mullen needs stops and scores any way they can get them. Down by 4 here with just over 60 seconds to go. And they don't like seeing that first free throw go through for Connor Paulson.
He's 2 for 4 at the line, has 13 points in the game.
Second for Paulson. Oh, gets the friendly bounce here in Arnold. Mullen basketball, trailing by 6 with 62 seconds to go in this one. Ben Werner between the rings, scoops it back out to Walker. Crew Wattoon read the pass. Crew into the front court. Had it swiped away by Ben Werner, who's pleading his case, saying it was off of Wattoon's leg. And
I agree.
I tend to think that he has a little bit of a case, and they do overturn the call. good piece of officiating there. As you and I both thought it looked like from this angle that it should be Mullen ball. Gonzalez with it, back to Walker. 49 seconds to go in this one. Walker to Ben Werner. Spins, back out to Walker. Walker to Alex Werner. Shoots up a tough one. Would not go. Crew Wattoon, the defensive board. Fouled by Hardin. And he just fouled out of the game.
He'll end the night with no points. Only took, I think, one shot this evening.
Your friends at Clank Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. Reach them at 308-872-6810. Clank Financial, downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street, as Wattoon makes the first of two.
And that makes it a 3-possession game.
And a Dairy Queen of Broken Bow timeout taken by South Loop's Coach Cole. We'll take one as well.
Cheer on the Mullen Broncos with the Outpost Feed Store in downtown Mullen. They have everything you need for your ranch and more. From Hubbard Feeds and Minerals, Vinelix tubs and range cubes to custom grain mixes and animal health products, they have you covered. Need haying or fencing supplies? They have net wrap, baling twine, hedge, creosote, and metal posts, plus wire and work gloves. Plus dog and cat food, bird seed, and even lumberjack grilling pellets. Stop by or call 308-546-2257. Outpost Feed Store, supporting the Mullen Broncos and thanking all their customers for their continued support.
I asked you in the comment section where you were watching from and who you're cheering for. Lori back in the comment section again, watching from Westerville, in between checking heifers. Thanks for tuning in, Lori. Shot from Wattoon would not go. The second goes 1 for 2, but the offensive board goes to South Loup. Mullen pulls away a turnover, though. Ben Werner up the left-hand side, missed a layup. Pandorf, the defensive board. Off to Paulson, who's fouled, and it might just be too little, too late for the Mullen Broncos, who have had some possessions fall empty here in the later part of the fourth quarter. This game was closest when we were tied at 39 points apiece. It's been an 11-4 run since then for South Loup. Paulson made the first.
And he's hit 3 in a row here down the stretch when it's really counted.
His second goes as well. Mullen basketball. Throw it ahead to Ben Werner, lost it, tried to save it in, and Vickers comes away with it. Out in the front court, goes up the left side and lays it up and in to extend the Bobcat lead. Mullen with the basketball. Werner, shot fake, out to right, takes a 3, missed everything. Weak side rebound, Alex Werner. He's fouled.
Crew
1 second
Wattoon.
on the clock.
Sorry. Crew Wattoon will get that foul.
Well, Alex Werner to the free throw line. Makes the first.
Alex, chance to go to double digits in this quarter alone with the make here.
His second follows the first. The ball is inbounded and time runs out. South Loup avenges their loss to Mullen back on the 26th of January with a 54-45 win here on their home floor in Arnold. We'll take one last break. When we come back, Larry will have a look at your final numbers as we split the doubleheader. South Loup wins the boys' game. Mullen wins the girls' game. Back after this.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement. TJ welcomes your calls at 308-730-3056. He's ready to hit the road in Custer County and the surrounding area to bring quality workmanship to your commercial or residential project. Cheer loud for our local student athletes. They are the world's future difference makers. Elliott Plumbing and Home Improvement hopes you enjoy the broadcast and encourages your continued support of the area teams.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Quick Stop. With 27 locations open 24/7, you know when you see a Quick Stop, you can refuel your vehicle and yourself anytime. They serve fresh-made, crispy, crunchy chicken and Piccadilly pizza. If it's a cool treat you're after, try for real shakes and smoothies or gourmet Frazzle slushes. Going to visit Quick Stop regularly? Pick up a rewards card and start saving today. Quick Stop, 27 locations to serve you, including right on the highway in Mullen. Happy to bring you this sports radio action.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Travis and Jessica with Hampton Well Drilling. When they're not cheering on the Mullen Broncos, you'll find them helping their customers get the water flowing. Whether that's a house well, a solar well, pipeline, or workout among your cattle, Hampton Well Drilling is ready to get to work for you. Give them a ring at 308-546-7278. Hampton Well Drilling, happy to bring this broadcast featuring the Mullen Broncos to the airwaves.
Need top-notch physical therapy? St. Hills Physical Therapy is there for you. With physical therapist Nikki Gracie and assistant Meg Seeley on board, your care has never been better. Open Monday and Wednesday 8 to 3:30, Tuesday 1 to 5, and Friday 8 until 2, or by appointment. It's easy to fit PT into your week. St. Hills PT is proud to support the Mullen Broncos and bring this broadcast to you. Visit sthillspt.com or call today to schedule an appointment. That's St. Hills Physical Therapy. Your health, your team.
A1 Auto Repair in Arnold is proud to support our local student athletes and help bring you the action when you can't be there in person. When it comes to fixing cars, the bearded guys at A1 are kind of like mechanical wizards, just with wrenches instead of magic wands. Trust them. You'd much rather they have a wrench than a magic wand. They'll have your car running smoothly and get you back on the road in no time. Stop by 110 East 7th Avenue in Arnold. Call 308-848-2542 or click A1AutoRepairInc.com.
Welcome back to Arnold as both games of our doubleheader have gone final. We split the doubleheader earlier on this evening. It was the Mullen girls getting the victory and just going final and getting a win by 9 points. The South Loup boys 54-45. With a look at your final numbers, here's Larry.
All right, let's take a look first of all at the victorious South Loup Bobcats. They were led here tonight by Crew Watum, who ended up with 18. Fellow seniors also in the double figures category. Connor Paulson, strong second half. He had 4 at halftime, 12 in the second half, ended up with 16. Dylan Pandorf, the other way around, had a strong first half with 13. He added one more point in the fourth quarter, 14 on the night. 2 points apiece for Tyson Shacker, Caleb Furrow, and Hudson Vickers. For Mullen, they had 3 players in double figures. Jacob Walker leading the way with 17. Alex Werner had 10 in the fourth quarter, finished the night with 14. And Ben Werner ended up with a dozen. 2 points on the night for Daniel Wright. We look at the team statistics. The big one is the turnovers. Mullen, who only committed 5 turnovers a week ago against this team, committed 21 tonight. South Loup did a really good job. They only had 12 turnovers. In rebounding, Mullen won that battle 31-24. Free throw shooting, South Loup 15 of 25. And I can't tell you the last time I'm going to say this. Mullen was perfect, 10 of 10. I can't remember the last game I saw someone that made all of their free throws, even if it was 5 for 5.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 10 for 10 is pretty impressive. But when we look at it again, Crew Watum with 18, Connor Paulson 16, Dylan Pandorf with 14, and then for Mullen, Jacob Walker 17, Alex Werner 14, Ben Werner 12. Final score 54-45. The Bobcats get the win.
All right, thank you very much, Larry. What do you say we wrap this one up and get your voice some rest? How's that sound?
Yeah, well, hopefully we can get it back by Tuesday night.
All right, sounds good. Just don't talk to anyone this weekend, all right? Just hole up and you just do you.
Yeah, you know me, don't you?
Yeah. Jack Simpson was behind the camera for this doubleheader tonight. Larry Kottner helping me out on the call. My name is Jeremy Shipe, and I so appreciate your listenership and your viewership. It does not go unnoticed. and we certainly do not take it for granted. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Mullen and South Loup split the doubleheader. The Mullen girls get the victory, and the South Loup boys get the win. We'll send it back to the studio, and once again, thank all the wonderful sponsors who helped bring you this radio and video production, who you heard from and saw throughout the evening. Thank you again for tuning in, and have a great Friday night and weekend.
Thank you for listening to our coverage of high school sports. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Also, a special word of thanks goes out to our sponsors who make our coverage possible. You too can thank those businesses by allowing them to be a service to you. Join us again next time for our continuing coverage of high school sports. In the meantime, read more on SandhillsExpress.com from Central Nebraska's sports source. Bigger playlists, bigger music variety. The Thunderbird.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Bay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loup.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from. You get
second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A three. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Nice post move. Lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three. She puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it. And looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean,